Hey guys, how's it going? Rogue here with Cohort Casuals. I know the YouTube channel's been really dead. The Twitch is dead because we switched over to Mixer. And Mixer is nothing wrong with Mixer, but you know, the website is giving me a bit of issues. I'm getting some mechanical issues with it, so I don't know where we're gonna go from there. Whether we're going to be switching to Twitch again, sticking with Mixer, or just strictly doing YouTube. Regardless, I do have some videos that I'm going to be uploading to YouTube. This one I hope you guys like. This is Call of Cthulhu on Tabletop Simulator. It's a campaign that I came up with, and I have a lot of friends that were delighted to join me, and I'm thankful for them to join with me. English is hard. I just want to say thank you for everybody watching our stuff, all those likes, the subscribes, people hanging out when they have the chance. I know I haven't been too active. That's because unfortunately couple months ago I was diagnosed with leukemia, and I was in and out of the hospital the last couple months, so it's been quite a trip to try to balance working on videos and my own health, and then doing streaming and stuff, but everything seems to be doing really well, so hopefully I can start putting out some more content and we can kick this engine back up and going, you know. So without any more bullshit, here's Call of Cthulhu on Tabletop Simulator. Hope you guys enjoy it. Today we're playing Call of Cthulhu on Tabletop. It's an RPG game similar to D&D 5e, but it is not D&D 5e. D&D is more heroic, more fighting, more dodging. Call of Cthulhu is more of I don't want to go insane and I hope I don't die. It is basically going to be, how am I going to punish my players today? I am going to be your keeper tonight. We have some very special guests. We have Delson, otherwise known as Frodo T. Baggins. Oh no. We have Lauren, otherwise Helgens, but she is not here, so we're gonna kill her off immediately. We have Arnold, otherwise known as King Berber.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
We have, would you rather be known as your Discord name, Zalik, or would you rather be known as your real name?
Real name.
All right, cool. We have Pretty Boy over here.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. We have Zalik here. He's joining us today. We have Gavarm here in purple. He is also joining us today. Say hi.
He's mute, so fuck.
Oh, well, you're welcome here. We have our old fam favorite, Pagan, is joining us as well.
Hello, comrades.
And we have Alt Swing. Welcome, welcome.
I hope
Swing
this
bang.
is PG-13 because I already busted that rule.
This is not PG-13. It is marked as 18 plus.
Yeah, the Mixer page has it, like, there's even, like, a gate. It's like, hey, are you 18 plus? The stream's a little, you know.
Little adulty.
Not for young adults, you know.
We can use the F word a total of 3 times per night.
Fuck.
Oh god!
And we're ruined.
You just wasted them.
What a Deadpool thing to do.
We just wasted all of the F's to give.
No, we
Yeah.
can't need any more F words.
F in chat,
So-
guys. F in chat.
But only the first letter.
The flapjack words? What?
Yeah, we can't say, does that say
The fire jokes?
So while I'm taking care of a few last minute
The
things,
food mix.
since a couple people seem to have forgot, we are going to do some character introductions today. That does not work. Your link does not work, Arnold.
My link does not work? Are you kidding me?
Because that is a website.
Get a link?
Okay,
Jesus.
okay. Alright. Well, I don't know. Hold on.
Let
Yeah,
me
so it's from
just take
website,
care
not
of it.
just Google.
Yeah, he
Hold
gave me
on.
the website for it. I got it. Not even 10 minutes in, and Arnold's already screwing up.
Well, this is what I'm known for, okay? I fuck things up like drastically.
Oh
shit. I just can't read and totally missed that part somehow.
That's all right. That is okay. So we're gonna go through some characters. Who else sent me a picture? Oh, Joel did. That's correct. And by the way, welcome, Glaring. Welcome to the chat.
Oh, is Glaring Lotus hanging around?
Glaring is hanging out.
Long time no see, friend. I hope you are well.
People are already rolling crits. Just wait until I decide to punish them, and they start panicking.
That's gonna
Dodge
be
roll,
hard.
dodge roll, dodge roll.
Be like-
I think you took the wrong thing from my campaign, Rogue. D&D is not about punishing your players.
Well, good thing this isn't
We got a
D&D.
Canadian in here?
What?
Yes. We have our resident Canadian.
Excellent. I love Canadian.
Am I the resident? I guess I am the resident Canadian. Who else could it be?
Yes.
I recognize
Then-
the accent.
I'm probably closest.
Is it that
to
distinct?
You just said about a boot.
Oh,
He
did I?
didn't- it wa-
I
he
didn't even
didn't-
notice.
He didn't say a boot, but it was close.
That's that picture doesn't work either, Joel.
What the?
That link does
It
not
hung
work.
a little bit on the
find
boot
it.
side.
Yeah.
I
It
gotcha.
it leaned into the ooh more than the
I
ow.
gotcha. Just that little twang.
Exactly.
Claire
Also-
notice aggressively waving. Wave aggressively. Everything about this campaign is going to be aggressive.
You need
Wunderbar.
the
That's
image
work.
address road?
Yeah. So I
How
need
do
you
the
to
pictures?
open. I need the actual like website link
Yeah.
for the JPEG.
Okay. I think this is what you desire.
Just so you know,
Most of it.
I bought a
Oh,
camera.
Wait, hold on. Who's this right here?
Like that?
So this is Knuckles. You'll meet him in a minute.
The shit out of my
Hopefully we
That's
can.
actually
Yeah, I know it's you.
Yes, that'll work. It's a
Some of us
JPEG.
know
Perfect.
what you look like.
Oh, sweet. Here's me. Oh, I'm named Knuckles as well.
You gotta rename it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to rename your thing because I'm just using the.
It will not let me.
Don't worry.
I'm
Oh,
worried.
that's fucking dark.
Everybody's Knuckles. Hello, my brothers.
Do you know?
Yeah, the name's Orwell, but nobody calls me that. Everyone calls me Knuckles.
Oh, same thing. Everybody calls me Knuckles too.
Wait a second.
Wait a second. We're
Oh,
all
my
We've all been
Knuckles.
invited here because we're all named Knuckles.
We're all
My
named
father
Knuckles.
called me Knuckles since I
One of
was
us
a
looks
child.
over to the door and you can hear the click of a lock, from the other side.
I have some basic models. Still, if you don't want to find a picture,
Well, how do I get it for you?
right click on the picture and then view in a tab, like view in a new tab, view picture in a new tab.
Yeah, view image and then copy the link from that new tab that's only the picture.
Who's
I
Vincent?
literally-
Is that Joel?
No.
Nope, that will be me.
And then copy image address or what?
Yeah,
Why, were you delighted by my wonderful picture?
Vincent over right, and then we
Oh, no,
have.
just
Wait, post it where?
Bridge.
Just DM it to me.
Theodore Oswald.
We will.
Reginald was my
We're
grandfather.
almost ready. See, we wouldn't have had to do this now during the
You
stream.
suck.
What?
It's
Hey, thanks for the hype, Glaring. So I'm gonna go ahead and say this right now, Glaring. Unfortunately, I won't be able to pay as much attention to chat, but I do have other people watching chat with me.
Hello.
Obviously, Arnold and Pagan. You are also modded on here, so because you all of you are, yes.
Okay.
Just in case, because I will be acting as the keeper, so I will not be able to interact with chat as much as I would like. Perfect.
Who's
Such a
playing?
strapping man.
Who's
I know.
playing Catherine Kelly?
That's how
She's gonna die. Don't worry, she's gonna be killed
gonna
off.
get shot in like the head right now. My gun's gonna accidentally go off.
Oh, is she not here tonight?
No, she's
gonna-
not. Will not be joining us tonight. She actually had something come up, and it's not a big deal.
Okay.
She'll be
Her
joining us.
character is going to be the horrible fault of those crazy 1920s car accidents because like people couldn't stay the hell out of the street.
Yo, dude, you two look kind of thick though.
All right.
Sorry,
So,
I'm sorry.
all right, quiet down, children. Quiet down. We are going to be doing some character introductions now. Let's turn the music down a little. Set the mood a bit.
I have to read off
The
myself.
lights are dimmed. Let's start at the front of the table with Fredo T. Baggins. I know how we,
True.
Go ahead and introduce yourself, good sir.
So I am Rusty Shackelford. I am 26. I am a safari guide. I lived in Africa. I am of British descent. I survived the war and decided to leave city life to guide rich people on safari. And then I had to come back to read my uncle's will after his death, and I may or may not be wanted on war crimes. I am my meaningful locations are Africa, Europe, and my bed, obviously. My treasured possessions are my Mauser rifle and my bank account. I am hardworking, quiet, and dangerous, and I have a fear of people. I also survived
Wonderful.
trench foot, and I have walk with a limp.
Wonderful. So you're a crippled man who loves his money and is afraid of people.
Yep. Sounds about
Awesome. Let's go to the next man in line. Arnold. Introduce your character today.
All right. So my character's name is Pretty Boy Floyd. I'm a hitman, age 25, male. Born in New York. I worked with Al Capone and some other mobs during with that time. My phobias are people with small heads, long torsos, and uneven legs. I smoke a lot of weed, you know, just to keep as a pastime. My treasured possessions is my, you know, just
You're slightly breaking up. Is your connection okay?
yes, it is. Hopefully, it is. I don't know.
He has like 400 ping.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. All right, we'll come back when your your ping stabilizes a bit. Oh, it stabilized. Look at that. Go ahead, keep going.
Yeah,
And it's worse.
my internet goes.
There it goes again.
We're already having a scuff stream. It wouldn't be a Cohort of Casual stream without some scuff. We'll move on. We'll just move on a little bit here, and we're off to Adrian or Zalik. Introduce your character today.
Name's Francis Carbine. Nobody calls me that. Only my mother calls me Francis. Everyone else calls me Knuckles. I was a bodyguard to Mr. Bill Mahoney for several years. He's a smuggler in New York. Recently, he was assassinated while I was off duty. Not my fault. Since then, I've just been looking for work. I'm, you know, a bodyguard for hire. Do pretty much anything you need. You know, I can muscle people around if you need me to do that, or I can, you know, just kind of hang around behind you and look scary. That's just kind of my thing. But my character, Francis, he's not especially tall. He's only about 5'11", but he's very, very fit, very intimidating. He doesn't believe in using guns. He thinks they're for pussies. And he's called Knuckles because a few years ago he killed someone with a single punch. And now he can't get people to stop calling him Knuckles.
All right, so we have a bodyguard who's self-absorbed and
No.
killed
Oh,
his
watch you
last
fight
boss. No, we have a former bodyguard who does not like firearms. What is your fear? Tell me your fear.
I'm terrified of sea creatures. You know, alligators, crocodiles, crocodigators, pretty much anything in the water. I'll be honest. If you got a fish tank, I won't even go near it.
Wonderful. Hydrophobia. Anything in the water itself, pretty much. Interesting.
I can't
Let
drink. It's crazy.
us continue
Get
on.
that glass of water away from me!
Oh my god. To the next individual. Joel, why don't you introduce your character tonight?
Yeah. I am Reginald Theodore Oswald. I am a British ex-soldier that came home and found myself missing most of my family of 5, left with only my sister, who, because of a hostile takeover of estates, and I am on a revenge quest to find said persons. I am trim, slight narrow face, wearing round, slight tinted glasses, clean shaven, usually well dressed for like an English cut attire. I spent, years in the battlefields of World War One, and mostly at my home manor. I have a revolver passed down in the family, which I am using to enact my revenge on those that disassembled my family. A pocket watch that has the last family photo of all of us in it. I am afraid of a shadow monster that appears in my dreams and taunts me to exact revenge and then ridicules me for doing so. So I am actually quite afraid of that. I'm oddly attached to said revolver that I have from my family. It's nice, it's gilded, it's got some cool engravings on it.
Wonderful.
Yeah, that's it.
So we have a veteran of the Great War who is on a revenge mission and is being chased by shadow people. Lovely.
Yeah, I think, in my dreams.
Let's move on to the next individual. Pagan, why don't you introduce your character for the night?
Little old me? Alright, well, my character's name is Vincent. He's 33 years of age, male, born and bred in New York. He is a former hired gun and or hitman for the Italian mob, although he is currently semi-retired. Doesn't really have anything to do and is just kind of bumming around and wasting his life with his cocaine habit and his slightly limpy leg from a gunshot he suffered about 10 years ago. He usually only carries around brass knuckles, his dad's old revolver, and he nurses a secret but debilitating fear of balloons. Not just party balloons like dirigibles, like blimps, hot air balloons. Anything that floats unnaturally is terrifying.
Interesting. Interesting, okay. We have an ex-mobster who is now retired and just bums around with a cocaine habit and a fear of floating objects. And last but not least, Matt, go ahead and introduce your character for the night.
I will be playing the prestigious Orville Wright of the Wright brothers. He is currently 57 years old. He is fairly wealthy at this point. He has recently sold off his company, the Wright Brothers aerial company, and is just living it up, teaching people, meeting with educationals to further the science of flight and such. And his I guess his only real ambition is that to just persevere in the ways of science. Oh, and I think I'm going to change up something that we established last time we were playing. I think I am going to make my character afraid of the unexplained. Like anything that he can't comprehend, he's afraid of it.
Okay, interesting.
If it can't be explained, it terrifies him. He's a man of science.
Afraid of the occult. Anything that cannot be explained scientifically frightens him.
So he's gonna have a fun time here.
Oh, yeah. Especially the guy who sees
Wonderful.
shadow monsters.
Wonderful.
Hey, yeah, that's my problem.
You have met your crew, -1. And this crew will be going on an adventure together.
Road trip.
Road trip as it is.
I only have one question for Knuckles.
Oh, what is
Where's
it?
Sonic?
Do I make you horny, baby?
Oh no. My name's Knuckles, and unlike Sonic, I don't chuckle. I'd rather flex my muscles.
What?
I'm harder than nails. It ain't hard to tell.
He's also a slight poet, if you didn't know it.
You have an absurd
Anybody got some
form of
mental
poetry.
floss so I can get that out of my head?
That's actually Knuckles' theme song, the cartoon character.
No, I'm fully aware.
You want me to keep going? I can Google the
So,
lyrics.
No, that's quite all right.
I
That's
prefer the Pumpkin Hill theme personally.
that's quite all right. Now, as you all know, this is Call of Cthulhu. Those who do not know or are unaware, this is a game centered around mystery, things you do not understand, and the mythos and occult. This is not your typical D&D. Sometimes it's better to run. Sometimes it's better to try to figure out the puzzles. But that is not for me to decide. That is for you. Today, we are starting in the year of 1928. The date is March 4th. You have all gotten a letter from a Mrs. Sarah Holden Riggleman, exclaiming that the prestigious Dr. Lewis Walter Riggleman has been perished. He died. He's dead. The wonderful death.
He's been Thanos.
He's been made to expire.
He's been made to expire. He has gone missing, presumed dead. And you all have received letters to his funeral at his estate. And we will load, if it'll work, the Riggleman estate. Give it a minute to load. Some people might be a little bit. Some people might be a little bit farther behind than others. Do not worry.
93%.
Ooh.
Oh, I've seen this movie. It's called
The-
Clue.
The time of day.
It was Mr. Right in the kitchen with pie.
I do like the particle effects as well.
I just had some
Nice
pie.
touch.
It is close to 6 p.m. at night, and you all arrive at the Riggleman Manor. You're all standing outside. Mrs. Riggleman comes out to greet everybody that has been there. The English is hard. Give me a minute.
Yeah.
Everybody has arrived. Mrs. Riggleman comes out to greet everybody. Among the group of people are not only our adventurers, but several esteemed individuals from the university, some family members, and possibly some people looking to buy some objects from the family. Since this now is a widowed individual,
That,
She
that
greets-
kind of amuses me a little bit.
she greets everybody and allows them to come inside for a speech.
All right. I'm just gonna blend into the crowd and move inside.
All right.
As opposed
I
to
will-
just screaming at the top of your lungs and barreling through the open door.
That
I'm
is Plan B.
I like how that was framed. It's like, yeah, she's a widow. It's not like everyone died, so there's like an estate sale. It's just like, oh well, your husband's dead, so we figure we should just buy some of your stuff.
You're out
It's
of
the
money.
Just
1928.
to help you out.
It's 1928. You never know.
And there's
yeah, I
there's a lot of
suppose.
people willing to buy a lot of stuff from anthropology at that time. You know, that was a big thing back then.
As you all enter, you see his house is filled with artifacts from early Egypt, Roman times, even prehistoric bones litter the halls. It's very strange. You don't really see this kind of items in a individual's home. This was something that most of this stuff would belong in a museum. As you all walk through, she guides you to a very large foyer where she reaches her hand out and an elder man comes up to where she's standing. The elder man takes his glasses, looks at his paper, shuffles it a bit. Well, let's see here. I have it here, 1 second. Ah, yes. My name is Nathan Jeff Haug. I was a co-worker of the doctor. It is quite sad that he has gone missing, and that we could not find the body. But he was a very interesting man. Though loved by his wife and close peers, he was a very strange fellow. The older he got, the stranger he became. When younger, he was a very well-to-do psychologist. Very front line of research for it, too. I'm sure some of you know what time I speak of. But as he got older, he began more involved with the occult. And that was a bit weird, if I do say. The things that he would come home with, he would bring to the office, it had stones of power, artifacts that would summon monsters on unbelievable imagination. Well, nothing ever truly happened with his artifacts, and I just left it as a doddering old man in his field, you know. He was a good friend. There was this one time when we were younger. It was 1912. And as he's starting to talk on, he's slowly rambling. Knuckles. Francis, you feel a tap on your shoulder.
Which shoulder?
Okay, your left shoulder.
I look over my left shoulder.
I don't know why you had to be so specific, but...
Well, if somebody's trying to prank me and they tap on the wrong shoulder, I'm gonna be really mad.
It is Mrs. Riggleman. She
I turn to
asks
face
you,
her.
She asks you to join her in the doctor's study.
I'm gonna follow her, and I'm gonna be like, "Listen, Mrs. Riggleman, I really got no idea what I'm doing here. I really wasn't on good terms with you, with your husband, you know."
As you're following her, she goes over to Mr. Shackelford and taps you on your shoulder.
Oh, hello. I turned to her.
She asks for you to join her in the doctor's study as well.
I follow as well.
And she does that subsequently with everyone else on the list here. She goes up to Theodore, Oswald, Vincent, and Mr. Orville Wright, and Pretty Boy Floyd, asking you all to join her in the doctor's study.
Okay.
I follow her to the study.
Absolutely.
I agree, somewhat confused, but consider just following anyway to not be disrespectful.
I squint my eyes and walk slowly.
I tune out and I start imagining Roadrunner cartoons. Remember that time you painted a hole in the wall and then the Roadrunner went through it? How does that work?
Let me just take care of a couple things I forgot to do here.
Spooky like those balloons.
Hey, everyone, look, it's a distraction.
What? Where?
It's over here.
Joey, look, it's a distraction.
Hey, Joe. Hey, a bear. Do they look?
As you all walk in to the doctor's study, you are greeted with a man behind his desk and an individual behind him. Mrs. Riggleman leaves off to obviously where there might be some alcohol to the left. You're not quite sure, but there's a little desk over there. And it's
Hey,
got some
that's
bottles on it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's water, tea, who knows?
I'm gonna pour myself some water.
Wait, is the prohibition in effect in 1928?
It
It
is.
began in the
Mhm.
20s.
Okay.
And it ended, I don't know when it ended. Later in the 20s.
I wasn't aware of that. Okay, sorry.
Later in the 20s. It went all the way until the 30s.
I know it began in 1920. Are we in 1920 or 1928?
28.
You are in 1928. 1920 to 1933.
Ah, I thought it was
You are at the height of the prohibition.
Hey, fellas, you got some nice suits. I hope you don't mind I pour myself some water.
The man looks at you and
I'm
goes,
gonna
"Help yourself."
I'm gonna help myself. I'm gonna roll to help myself.
You don't need to roll. You walk over and you pour yourself a nice glass of spicy water.
All right.
Ooh, got some of that fire
I'm
water.
gonna
fall into
light
it and
it
die.
and start smoking a cigarette indoors because it's the 1920s and no one cares about that yet.
All right, yes, you're smoking. The man
Are
looks
we-
at you all. Go ahead.
I'll be smoking my pipe that I got.
Okay. Anybody else want to do anything?
I want to start rolling a blunt and start smoking it.
You pack your pipe full of marijuana.
I begin to cough discreetly as a subtle way of letting them know that they're being rude.
Okay.
You know, research shows that smoking's bad for your health.
I kind of
So, as you're all talking to each other, none of you know each other. You are all brought into this room, and this man. My name's Kenny. And, thank you. My name's Kenny. I don't know if you know who I am, or if you ever met me,
Yeah.
but the doctor owed me a bit of money. I was financing a dig of his, and he gone up and disappeared. Mrs. Riggleman here was so
That's actually
kind to
pretty
let us in.
typical for him.
Oh, how so?
Well, a few years back, he borrowed some money from my old boss, Mr. Mahoney. Same thing. Tried to give him the slip. Didn't want to pay the money back. Had to make me go look for him.
Well, this is actually quite perfect, if I do say. You see, I have asked you all in here for a favor. I want you all to find this doctor, where he went, and what happened, because I want my money. You do not want to cross, Kenny.
Are you insinuating that he's alive?
Well, I don't know if he's alive, but there was no body. And at least, if you go and find him, and he is dead, maybe you can collect a few of his artifacts that he found, and I can sell them.
We got a whole house full of artifacts.
What kind of artifacts are we talking about?
Well, he did say that this most recent expedition was actually not too far away. That it was actually here in America. He said that there was ancient runes that might hold gems. And these gems are very, very valuable to him. And I want those gems. I want to make sure he didn't just cross me and would disappear.
My good Kenny, what is in it for us should we do your trivial amounts of bidding?
Yeah, I fail to see what's in it for me.
Well, he looks over at the gentleman behind him and gives him a nod. The gentleman approaches the table and throws down a briefcase full of money, which would be an equivalent to probably, I would say 500,000 each in today's currency.
So this like a rat race where whoever finds him gets the briefcase?
No. Well, it depends. There's $500,000 here. If you all come back, you can split it. If one of you comes back, and you get it. But I want those gems.
All right, so why these people? Why didn't you just call me? I found them last time. Who the fuck are these guys?
All
Who the
of
fuck
you,
are you?
know
I'm
the
Knuckles.
doctor.
Says it right here. Oh, not wearing my name tag.
All of you
It's like the
know.
image, like, hello, my name is, and then just badly written in Knuckles.
With the red crayon.
Yeah, with a red crayon.
With his left hand.
While it was on
I
his
got this
chest.
from my buddy Crayola.
I kind of just stand in the corner and just watch and just kind of observe.
All of
what's
you
going on.
know the good doctor in one way or another, and you all have certain skills that I have looked into. We have a man of the wild, probably great at tracking, and you'll no doubt find him if he was out in the woods. Points to Mr. Rusty. We have a man that has found him before that owed money to certain people. Points to Knuckles. We have several strong men who can convince him. And he points to Vincent and Pretty Boy Floyd. And then he points to the doctor, or not doctor, Mr. Orville White, and what was your last name, Joel? Oswald, thank you. And Mr. Oswald. And you two, I would see as more of the intelligent two of the group that might be able to help them.
That's offensive.
Hey, yeah, just because I don't understand how buoyancy works doesn't mean I'm stupid.
I'm surprised you know what that word actually means.
I mean, I don't know how floatiness works.
That's better.
That was buoyancy.
Small character break.
I'm
Sir
going
Kenny.
to. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. No.
No, okay. I would like to take a good hard look at Kenny and his friend to see if they are armed, and if they are armed, what kind of weaponry they have.
Roll me a spot hidden.
Okay. So I need a.
What am I rolling? What would you roll for this?
This is a spot hidden.
Okay.
Are you also looking at these guys if they're armed?
No,
Yeah.
I'm just wondering. I just want to follow along with how this would be done.
So you do percentile, right? So
Right. So a 100 die plus a 10 die.
Got it.
And you have to roll lower than what your number is.
To succeed,
rolling?
okay.
so if you have 75%, you got to roll under
Under
that, within,
75.
within 75%.
Correct.
So you have a 25% chance.
So
of failure.
that is a
17. Right?
17. Yeah. Yeah, that's a
That's a very
massive
low roll.
success.
And my spot hidden skill is 75.
Yeah, perfect.
So I rolled below 75.
You
Okay.
see that the man named Kenny is not particularly armed. Though he looks pretty tough, like he's been through a few scraps and he could hold his own. But you do see the man behind him has a pretty big bulge coming out of the right side of his suit.
Okay.
Brought the photo.
The guy
And
is strapped between his legs.
clearly not
DP.
his penis. I'm gonna lean over to Mr. Floyd because at this point I probably would have also noticed that he has a revolver, right?
No.
Or Vincent has a revolver.
I don't know. Did you guys bring your firearms into the funeral?
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, yeah. I would.
I'm a drug addict on constant death wish, so yeah, I have a gun with me.
Wait, all these guys have guns?
Vincent's the drug addict?
Okay, so
I
let
will
me
be
get
a
this right.
gentleman
You're
and
all
live.
are strapped.
All right.
Basically.
Except for
I
Rusty.
have an
Rusty brings
unnatural
nothing.
attachment to the firearm.
Well,
I
no one
carry.
told me I was coming to a funeral. I just got a weird invitation to go somewhere.
Well, Vincent, who is clearly high and has a gun, seems like the most manipulative person. So I'm gonna lean over to him and be like, "Hey, you shoot the guy in the suit. We split the money, 60-40."
You know,
Okay.
I'm sitting right here. I can hear everything you're saying.
You guys
I was gonna say,
Hey,
loud.
quit eavesdropping.
I might look a little stupid, but at least I know what a whisper is. Come on.
Gentlemen, do not assure me that you would not do this in the home of a widow.
You see Mrs. Riggleman walking up.
I put my hands in my pockets.
She walks over to the desk.
I feel ashamed.
If she stops loading. There we
Hey,
go.
Mrs. Wiggleman, you got a dress.
Dude, she got
She's dressed very nice. It is a funeral, so she's dressed up for her late husband.
Mrs. Riggleman, you get a boob job with some of that insurance money?
She looks at you all and goes, "Please, if my husband still is alive, I do want you to find him for me. And that will only be that $500,000 for you all to split. But I will also pay you myself."
Pay you with
What?
yourself?
No, that is horrific. I know you were in the bush a long time still, but that is not what I was saying. I will
That's
pay you
disrespectful.
myself.
My husband's dead. Let's bone.
You have to make sure the widow is willing to do anything to find her husband.
All
I
right,
will
I'm
pay
in.
you
I'll do it.
myself.
I sit down on
Whatever
one of the
you
chairs.
want. I just want my husband. If he is alive, I want you to find him.
I'm gonna just stare at a wall. I mean, at painting.
Perhaps we should not have invited that one.
Art.
Art.
I agree, walking up to her. And then,
Oh,
Yes.
wonderful. Wonderful. Who else will be so kind to help locate my husband?
I raise my hand from the back. You know, I just kind of raise my hand and look at her, point. I say, I too will also help you find your husband.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I sit
She
down
looks-
with him. I too would like some money.
That is fine. I will pay you, and you will get your share of this money too.
Dr. Riggleman's wife, Consuela.
No.
No, no. I can only do so many female voices, okay? You're gonna have to bear with me. You're gonna have to bear with me.
Better than what I
Mr.
can do.
Riggleman is not here, not here. You find him, I pay you.
Francis nods at Mrs. Riggleman.
Kenny talks. You see, this is why I brought you all in here. I don't know what happened to my accent for Kenny.
Oh.
It was somewhere between like Japanese and Ukrainian for like wobbling in and out of there for probably about 2.5 minutes, and I just didn't say anything about it.
It's fine.
He's more of a grimy talk. There we go.
There you go. That's perfect.
There we go. You
Put some sludge on it.
put some mud on it.
I have a job.
that. Get that sling going in there. So can I count on you to find me my gems or the good doctor? Preferably the gems.
I'm doing this just so I can find a doctor. I don't mind about the gyms.
Well, you know, I like money just as much as the next guy, but I kind of don't want to be shot in the back of the knee as soon as we find a big pile of gems. How do I know I can trust any of the people you've gathered here today?
Well, I do suppose that is upon you as a group. That is not my concern.
Mr. Kenny,
So-
the money does not mean much to me. I would like your assurance that maybe I could trade my share upon my return for information, for I require it as a necessity to due diligence in America.
Information I can provide.
Money is not the only valuable item I have.
Then I shall help.
Well, you see, gentlemen, there is one that does not care about the money.
I'll take his share.
Over my dead body.
I don't think folks understand what the trade-off is here. Never mind, we'll talk about it later.
Orville's gonna brush past all the vagrants and just push up front to the desk and twirl his...
Vagrants.
Yeah,
That's what
I'm
you
not
are.
a
He's homeless.
he's going to walk up to Kenny and say, look, we don't have time for your pandering. If there's a man in need, we should find him. Now, money is all fine and well, but do you have any information on where the doctor is?
You see, this is why I invited you. Yes, we do have some last whereabouts of the doctor.
I look about with a cocky attitude and twirl my incredibly masculine mustache.
Hold up.
You
Francis
see,
kind of crosses his arm and nods like, yeah, all right, fair enough.
Oh, look at the fruit over here with his fancy circus mustache.
Hey, that mustache is incredibly masculine, okay?
I squint my eyes even more as I look.
your eyes are now closed.
Yeah.
You are staring at a wall with your eyes closed. Congratulations.
He
Check out
says,
my boy, he's wicked smart.
yes, I do have the last
Wait,
known
you're
whereabouts of the doctor.
Boston.
You see, when he was going to his site, his dig site, he took two of his,
What do you call them? Give me a second.
Marbles.
Spit it out already.
Dogs. Best friends. Keys.
Assistants?
students. We'll just say students. Took two of his students with him
Oh, his apprentices. Okay.
from the university. They help him. They, one has also gone missing. That I do not care about. The other one, I do know where he is, though. I tried talking to him rather forcefully, and I don't know what he was talking about, but I do have an address for him if you can maybe find him. Then maybe check the university for some records or whatever you'll think you want to do.
Are you unaware of the dig site itself?
I do not have that information. The doctor did not tell anybody where the dig site was. The only other two that knew of the dig site were his students that accompanied him. Like I said, one went missing, and the other one will not talk.
Perhaps he'll talk to one of us.
I turn around violently, open my eyes, and I ask for the address.
Nani?
You don't even turn around suddenly, just violently, like
Violently, yeah.
fist raised.
Just like swiping all the
ready to
fruit off the table.
Basically. And I ask, give me the address. I'll find this punk.
Yes, yeah, I have the address. The boy's name is Russell Rigsby, and his address is 6924 Hold Street. It's apartment 14.
Repeat that one more time. I'm kind of slow on
He
that.
said 6924 Hold Street, apartment
Okay,
14.
whoa. I don't need
Hey,
your
yo,
sass,
this guy
buddy.
Rusty Riggs
No,
live
no,
with anybody?
I don't need your sass. Okay, I just need the address.
Is 6
Okay, 69420.
924, not 420.
Uh-huh.
It's
Place
Hold
it.
Street, apartment 14. The guy's named Russell Rigsby. Hey, does Mr. Rigsby live alone? Does he have any pets? Am I
He
gonna
does
get
not.
bit?
As far as I know, he did not have any pets, and he did live alone.
All right. He use any social media? Oh wait, sorry, it's 1920.
He does read the paper, I guess.
Is he sending telegrams?
He does not have a telephone. Only rich people have telephones now.
All right. So Russell, Mr. Rigsby, this was one of Mr. Riggleman's assistants.
That is correct.
What about the other assistant that he had? What's his name?
It was actually a she,
She.
and her name was Edith Lusby.
Sounds like a mistress to me.
Edith Lursby. Okay.
Lusby. Lusby.
Or she's gay.
Good. And I just look at Friday name dog. All right.
Rusty?
Yeah. I look at Rusty. I just give you like a wink with my eyes. Both my eyes.
I nod.
What's Lusby's address, if you don't mind?
Mrs. Lusby's address was 1124 Lamar Street. I believe she lived with her parents.
Is it down by LaGuardia?
No, not Lamar Lane, Lamar Street.
Got it. I'll just Google it.
I'm
It's
sure
in
you
every
can find a
button.
map.
Map quest, man. Come on.
All right. First things
I
first, we need
spy.
to acquire ourselves a map. Actually, I look over at Rusty. You look outdoorsy. I bet you got a map, don't you?
I do not at the moment. I came for a funeral, not a quest.
He's got a fair point.
We'll just go to a gas station, I guess.
I, gentlemen, had a road map in my car. Can at least get us to the street.
Oh, Mr. Fancy Oswald's got a car.
Well, did you walk?
Pay taxi. Nobody drives. There's too much traffic.
You don't. You want to get hit?
I recognize that Futurama joke. Yes.
You want to find out why they call me Knuckles? You want to find out? No, seriously, ask me. It's part of
Now,
my backstory.
gentlemen, if I do say so, you might you get on with it. I am waiting for my gems.
How many gems you looking for?
Well,
I just need to know, like, specifically how much I got to bring back. Because if they're heavy, I don't want to bring all of them.
I think who's pulling papers out? Knock that shit off. Quit going through my papers, boy.
Oh my God! There was a giant piece of paper the size of the desk.
I'm gonna grab Oswald by the sleeve and just kind of be like, "All right, let's go," and I'm gonna kind of shove him towards the door.
I believe there were 6 gems.
I think Pretty Boy's smoking at the room right now. I think we're getting a contact. I was seeing papers floating around.
That's why I didn't say anything because I knew like papers kind of show up and out of nowhere, so I'm kind of used to it.
Cool.
Mr. Knuckles, shoving will not be necessary.
Well, we gotta get your map.
Mr. Kenny, I just had one more question before we undergo this little quest of yours.
Sure.
Do you happen to know where this rug came from in here? This
I believe he got it
what
from
is a photo
Asia.
bucket?
Google it.
I believe he got it from Asia. I'm not sure. I'm not a collector myself,
Looks
so
like,
I
Oriental
just like
heritage.
money. Listen, man, okay? I had 10 minutes to find a rug.
got it
So
from the
you're
same
saying
place
the
he got
Photo
this
Bucket's a
dresser.
company that sells really quick rugs?
And apparently dressers too.
Hey, should have.
You might have a few photo buckets laying around, okay? Use your imagination, goddammit.
I think
A
it's
popular
it's a-
company.
It's a Chinese sweatshop company. God, even I know.
All right, I'm heading out to the car with Oswald.
Yeah, I'll pull out my pocket watch and be like, time is wasted here. And walk
The
out.
time is now
Where's the
18:30.
door? Where's the door?
6:30
You
p.m.
see, gentlemen, there is no door. I'm just kidding.
This must be how the Sims feel when
It's a secret passage through this.
Look, the camera angle only faces one way
wardrobe
right
back
now.
here.
Okay, look, you're fine. There's a door.
I jump to the treasure chest and hopefully there's a portal there.
Yeah,
You
go through the
break the
wardrobe.
treasure chest, and Mrs. Rigsby just screams in horror because
It's
her
not the binding
husband's
of
stuff.
Isaac. You can't escape through the chest.
So, Mr. Oswald, you got the looks of a soldier about you. You think I wouldn't notice that excellent posture? Where you from? What you do?
I'm from across the pond, so to speak.
That is very interesting.
You saying that you're gay? I mean, no judgment if you are, but what does across the pond mean?
No, that's common verbiage for being across the sea.
He
like
means he's
in
from
Europe.
England.
Oh, I thought you was some kind of Indian.
I kind of
You
just
don't
smack my
travel
forehead
much, do you?
really
I
loud.
lived my whole life in New York City.
I'm sorry.
It shows.
Hey, you from New York? I'm from New York. What part of New York you from?
Yonkers.
Yo, that's great. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for somebody from Yonkers.
I grabbed my pistol gently but firmly. Why?
He owes somebody money. What's
Well, I
your
don't
name?
know who this person you're looking for is, but it's definitely not me.
What's your name, Mr. Yonkers?
You already introduced yourselves.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
we. Wow, talk about a
You're a
room
little late.
temperature IQ.
I chime in and say I'm from Queens, New York.
You all
Nobody's from Queens.
get ushered outside by Mrs. Riggleman.
we just start having an argument. She's just like, "All right, just get out."
Get the fuck, just
Get
pushing
the
you.
fuck out of my house.
I'm trying to have a funeral.
Ah,
Oh, great.
I think we took a wrong turn because we're outside now.
why do I have 4
This is
initiative
my car.
counters?
Why do you have 4 initiative tokens?
I got 4.
There you go.
Every time you reloaded the map, they just kept stacking up for some reason. I don't know why.
It's alright. Some of the items must have... You'll be alright.
Just duplicate.
Yeah.
All right, no worries.
So, as you guys walk outside, Mrs.
Yo, which
Riggleman
one of
looks
you
back.
stupid dicks left your headlights on the whole time we were inside the house?
I'm sorry, that was my driver.
That's my cab. I told him to keep the engine running. I wasn't sure what I was gonna do in the place. I'm kidding.
Gentlemen, I do hope that you found my husband. He gone
Steering wheel.
missing.
The paper.
He went missing, and I believe he's alive. I can feel it. I feel it in my soul that he is alive. I feel a great pain from him, though.
Spooky.
What does that mean?
I'm so lost. Just like as a huff a puff, like from the pipe of the weed.
Move your damn hands.
I would warn you, gentlemen, to be careful. My husband doesn't usually go missing like this. He is a very sturdy man.
Oh, I bet he is very sturdy.
Mrs. Riggleman, I hope you don't take offense to me asking. Did your husband have any addictions to illegal drugs or any kind of recreational drugs?
Well, other than the opium and alcohol, I don't think so. Nothing too crazy.
Nothing too crazy.
Just a little bit of morphine, heroin, cocaine.
Cocaine accessories.
Just the
He used to
cough
call-
syrup that the doctor gave him for his cough that he started developing.
The cough syrup called the Jeffrey.
Doctor told me I got ghosts in my blood.
He prescribed me some cocaine for that.
Everyone, yeah, Million Ways to Die in the West.
Alright, who's driving? We got 2 places to check out. Should we split up or go together?
I say
feel
go
like
together
I don't
because
think
I
we're all
have
gonna
no.
fit in the same car.
Well, we got 2
Toss
places
shotgun.
to check.
Yeah, I'm sure several of you have your own cars. You can follow each other. You don't have to all cramp in one.
I
I'll sneak
honestly-
into someone else's car.
I can drive.
I can drive 55.
You guys don't have to roll any auto rolls or anything like that. You're city streets
General
here.
driving.
Yeah, you're just driving. Where would you guys like to go?
I think it would be best
To
to
go see the guy that's still around.
Russell
Rigsby.
Rigsby.
Now,
Yeah.
Russell Rigsby.
I would
Yeah, it's
imagine who would have a notebook
I would.
realistically.
Knuckles.
Knuckles would.
There's a notebook. I can give you cards. I can give you that notebook. I can give you paper. What would you like? Would you have note cards?
I have a notebook on my actual desk that I've been using, but I can use this.
Yeah, you can use the notebook. You don't need this then.
Oh, it's upside down. Yeah,
So
I'll just use my real notebook. It's a little easier.
okay. Yeah, just make sure someone's taking notes, kind of thing.
I flip it open. I go, all right. So we got Russell Rigsby, and we got Edith Lusby. Who we want to check out first?
I think it'd be best to go see Russell Rigsby.
Since he's the one that's still around.
The known.
Who's talking right now? That just said Danone.
Me, Arnold, or Floyd.
Try to stay in character, unless
I'm trying to learn the voices.
Yeah,
of
yeah.
everyone. All right. So, all right. Here's the thing. I'm not used to working with people. It's usually me and my old partner, who, I'll be honest, turned out to be a cop. So you'll have to forgive me if I have a couple trust issues. Who the fuck are you?
I'm
Floyd.
I'm Pretty Boy Floyd. I'm Floyd. I'm a hitman. I used to work for Al Capone.
it's quite
So-
quite honest there about being a hitman.
I'm very
Awfully
straightforward.
bored about that.
That was
I'm
very
very
straightforward.
I'm very straightforward. I don't like playing no games.
What are you good at?
Listen, you can make me do stuff and I'll do them. How about that? All right, no questions about that.
That's a kind of an unusual answer to that kind of question.
I'm good at shooting people. No questions asked. Well, shit, I can see why you were a good hitman.
All right, Floyd. Do you like being called Floyd, or you want to go by your gay little nickname?
Excuse me, it's not gay. It's just a nickname that
Yeah,
been
the
handed out
term
for
of the time is
generations.
queer.
Now.
All right, pretty boy. You're driving.
All right.
We can head over to Russell. I'll navigate. Just you got a map, right?
Not on me, but you know, I'm pretty.
Oswald, get your map.
Yeah, as well. You got the map in your car. Break it out.
It is currently. What is it? 6:30 at night.
6:30.
Perfect. So we'll be home from work.
He's not working. He works at a dig site. He's still at home. He ain't never leave since he ain't talking neither.
So you guys would like to go to Russell's house? Am I correct on that?
Yeah, 69
Yes.
to 40.
Sure.
Sir Mr. Rigsby.
Now let me. We're just gonna pull this out real quick.
Ooh, blindfolds.
Haha, no babies.
Are you all blindfolded?
Yes.
I was.
It was.
Now,
I know. Yep.
Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
blindfolded.
Okay, I have to do something real quick. Don't look at the stream. Cheaters.
I don't have a stream up anyway.
Have it open.
I minimized it, so.
I gotta get a hidden thing out because it's oh shit. Straight lines don't always work in this game.
Story of my life.
Okay, so it should be hidden. I hope it's hidden. I'm going to unblindfold you. Is the room hidden?
Mostly.
Is the room hidden?
Yes.
I
Not
see
like
some floating
the
Part
bottles.
of it.
You
Yeah,
see,
floating
yeah.
bottles.
okay, well, you don't see the floor and anything on the floor, right?
No,
I see some of the
a
hardwood.
demon, naked woman thing on the
Poster.
wall.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
same.
that's fine. Just ignore that for now. Okay, I
All
switched
right, we're gonna
colors.
assume I can't see it.
We're gonna assume you can't see it.
All right.
You all arrive at his apartment and knock on the door.
Broke into the old apartment.
Are you going to? You're outside the apartment building. What you assume to be the correct address.
I walk up and knock on the door.
Well, the address was 6924, so we go to apartment 14.
Yeah.
Oh, look at Mr. Fancy College Boy over here with his book reading.
Okay.
Doesn't seem like
Alright.
an insult, but okay.
You're really bad at this, you know. You know, you got really small hands.
You know what they say about people with small hands, right?
Small P.
The
feet.
bad at holding stuff.
It's much easier to find gloves that fit.
That's anticlimactic. All right, knock on the door then.
All right. Rusty walks up and knocks on the door.
No answer.
Try knocking harder.
Yeah, get somebody with bigger hands.
Hey, pretty boy,
What? Stop.
go check the fire escape. See if you can see nothing through the window.
All right. I go. I get out the building and look around, and I look up at the fire escape.
Give
Do
me
I
a
roll for
spot
that?
hidden.
Okay, so it's 100 and a 10, right?
Yes.
Mm,
It's like
I
10?
got 13.
Yeah.
You got a 13?
Yeah.
Yep.
Let me see.
What's your skill percentage?
That is a 10 and that is a 3. Yeah, what's your skill percentage? For spot hidden. It's
Far right
25.
column. You're
Right
good.
here. Yeah,
Oh.
so you made it.
Hey.
Cool. So you look to the left and right. Ooh, getting a little lag here. You look to the left and right, and you do see a fire escape on the left side of the building in an alley.
All right, I go towards the fire escape and see if I can get on it or climb up it.
Cool. Yeah, it's down. It's the 20s. No one really gives a shit about anybody's health and safety.
Yeah, that's right. Fair enough.
So yeah, you can climb on it.
Surprised there's a fire escape.
I mean, they did have those. They just weren't very good.
It's more of like scaffolding on the side of a building with some stairs.
Say,
With like a little drop ladder or
money
whatever.
to put it in.
You wanna go up it?
Yeah, I'll go up it and look around, look in the window if sees anyone inside.
All right, cool. So you go up to what's presumed the 14th floor, and you see a couple windows.
Okay, I want to check all 3, or how many windows are there? I should say.
There's a total of 4 windows.
Can I check all 4 windows?
Sure. From left to right, 1 to 4. Which one are you gonna check?
3.
Okay. So you go up to window number 3, and it's an empty house. There's no one inside.
Thank you.
Then I'll check in 4.
You see a man in a wife beater style shirt and some really ratty clothes, just having a drink, listening to the radio. Kind of an older man.
I pound on the door.
There's still no answer.
Okay. All right, and I check window number 2.
You see a empty apartment, but it's kind of dirty, kind of messy.
I pound on the door again.
Can I?
No answer.
Okay, I'll check window number 1 then.
It's an empty apartment, but it's very neat, very clean. It looks like someone is probably just not home right now.
Okay. All right, now I'm gonna go back to window number 2, and then can I investigate, like even more, like from the window? I don't want to go inside, but I want to see what else besides being dirty? Like, can I get something out of it?
So you look at the window, and it's a window. It's locked. There's not much to it.
All right, can I put my ear to the door and try to listen to see if I hear anything in the room?
Yeah. Give me a listen roll.
All right. 19. 19. I needed. Where's listen? 40. So I got it.
Damn, you guys are getting really good fucking rolls right now.
Yeah, I
This is
know.
almost starting to sound a little dishonest here.
No, I've been checking. So you quiet everybody down, and you put your ear up to the door, and you hear the guy's radio next door. You hear some people down the hall, but as you put your ear up to the door, you hear a slight whisper.
You hear anything?
Yeah, some creepy whispering over here. If it wasn't for someone talking in my ear.
As he
Imagining,
shouts,
like, he's
the
crouched
whispering
here up to the door,
stops.
and then he just, crouches next to him and goes, "Hey, you hear anything from in there?" Like an inch away from his ear.
It's not my fault. Mr. Oswald over here breathing like a fat guy climbing up the stairs.
Would you please stop breathing? Damn loud.
I would consider it a personal favor if you would just shut the fuck up. Like that's just...
So there's somebody inside and they're not answering the door. That's fucking rude. I say we kick the door in.
I second that.
As you
response.
guys are talking to each other in the hallway, making a fuss, an old lady comes out from across the hall. Hello?
Hey, mind your fucking business, lady.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. We're looking for Jules.
Who the fuck is Jules?
I'm gonna push her back into her room and pull the door shut.
She's my favorite lady
Hey, fuck
of the
off.
night. You seen her? We call her Julie.
You
All
push
right,
her
get out of
back
the
into
way.
the room. Give me a...
NPC
let's
appears.
see.
NPC dismissed.
Let me see. Give me a... trying to think of what we could use. Give me a fight. Give me a fight roll. A brawl.
Well, are physically pushing, or like is this more of like an intimidation thing?
I guess a mixture. But I'm just kind of like gently pushing her on the shoulder to get her back into her room.
Give me a brawl roll.
It's rolling, it's rolling, it's rolling. It's cocked, but it looks like a 6 and a 100.
And that's a 70. 76.
I needed a
Oh,
75 to succeed, so I failed.
So you fail. Now,
You could use some luck.
so there are two things, because this is the first fail we've had. There are two things you can do. You can push your luck, which means you can re-roll the dice.
So push an old lady into her apartment? No.
Pushing your luck, if you fail the second time, the repercussions are twice as bad.
Oh. Does that
You
cost me
can-
anything, or is it just a risk?
No, that's just a risk of re-rolling. You can spend luck, which means you can spend 2 points of luck to get under the 75. But
gonna
if you
re-roll.
spend luck, then you don't get it back.
Yeah, once it's gone, it's gone.
Reroll.
It's a
All
fish.
right, so you're pushing your luck here. Let's see.
0 and
You have
4.
a 4. That's a
That's
crit
cool.
success. You push
Hold
her
on.
so
I'm not
hard.
trying. No. I am not going to shove this old lady so hard that I hurt her. My goal was to gently guide her back into her room.
push her back into her room, and you shut the door, and she goes, "Oh,
I just
Get
like the
your
mental image
hands off me!"
of like the two
Tossing her.
pushes. Like the first push, she just kind of goes, and the old woman doesn't really move at all. And then the second one, he just the firm like Hulk-esque just slam.
So describe it to me. The first time you failed, how did you do it again? How are you gonna push it?
So I walk up to her and I kind of like push on her shoulder, thinking that she'll just let me push her back in her room, and she resists. And I'm like, oh. So I like pick her up by her arms. Like I bear hug her, pick her up, set her down gently on her apartment floor, and I go, "Mind your fucking business!" And I slam her door
Let
shut.
go of me!
And from down the hall, you hear a loud, booming voice. Oi! What are you doing to me mother?
Oh,
Oh shit.
I look at him and I go, ah?
That's me mother. Get your hands off of her.
I've already shut the door at this point. I go, fuck you talking about? What's this guy look like? Can I take him?
He
Is
is
he bigger than me?
6'3", probably
Oh, he's a
around
big
300 pounds, and most likely a construction worker. Looks like he just got off of work getting home.
All right. I crack my neck and I take out my knuckle dusters and I go, your mother's a little nosy. How about you?
Well, the way I see it, you just went into my house, touched my mother.
I'm sorry to say, my friend, but you don't own a house. This here's a shitty little apartment, and you should be ashamed of yourself. You're like 30 years old.
He is.
Okay.
He's gonna walk at you.
I'm gonna roll for
very.
intimidation.
Okay. Roll me an intimidation.
As he's doing that, I'm gonna, climb down from the fire escapes.
You're still outside?
Yeah.
As all this is happening.
As you're climbing down and you're looking through the windows, you hear them shouting in the hallway.
54.
You hear a bit of a scuffle. You succeed? By how much? What's your intimidation?
75. 54
Okay.
to 75.
This is going to be a
19
contested roll. A contested roll. So you have a 65?
Mhm.
Okay, let me.
Oh
get
no,
you the-
54 out of 75. So I
54 out of
succeeded by
75.
19.
Okay.
Am I doing my math right? No, I'm not. 21.
What?
Get over here, dice.
I succeeded by 21 points.
Oh, I gotcha.
Okay, so yeah. You intimidate him. Tell me how you intimidate him.
I say, you should be ashamed of yourself. You're 30 years old living with your mother. And as I'm saying that, I pull my knuckle dusters out and I just kind of grip them in a fighting stance with one hand.
First of all, I ain't living with my mother. I came to visit her. I went grocery shopping for her. She's too old to go out on her own.
That's actually really nice of you, actually.
And I came up
Incredibly
here
sweet.
to see you touching my mother. Putting her back in her house forcefully. Why don't you
She's a
try to
very big
explain to me
boy.
one more time what you were just doing?
He stops walking towards you and
You hit the nail on the head. I was putting her back into an apartment forcefully, and I think you better stop walking towards me. I'm gonna do the same to you.
he walks towards you again,
Can I like?
and he starts reaching his hand out,
You take one more step, you're gonna be shitting teeth tomorrow.
and he grabs the doorknob to his mom's apartment.
Yeah, that's right. Walk
He
away.
opens the door.
Ma, you okay?
Oh, who was that? He shuts the door behind him,
I turn to
and
my
you start
friends and I
hearing him
go,
talking.
that guy was fucking huge.
Wait till Vinny hears about this.
Jesus Christ.
I have a question. Is lying fast talk or just persuasion?
It depends on how you want to do it.
Gotcha.
Like, if you're trying to bamboozle someone, I think it'll be fast talk.
Yeah. If you're like doing car salesman, fast talk. But if you're doing like an actual like trying to persuade them to do something else,
Yeah,
then
you're,
that'd be
trying
like
to-
persuasion.
You're trying to like turn them, make it seem
Yeah.
like
Right.
their idea is dumb, your idea is better.
Yeah, it depends.
You get a lot of that in tabletop games.
How can I persuade them instead of lying?
As you're climbing down the fire escape, pretty boy Floyd, you hear a very loud crashing noise, and if you guys in the hallway, you hear also a very loud crashing noise.
Inside the room?
Inside the room.
Fire escapes aren't really up to code these days.
You
Pretty boy, no!
Arnold, give me a give me a spot hidden.
Arnold is pretty boy?
Fine.
Mhm.
Yes.
Spot hidden.
Okay. I got a
Yeah, just think, hey Arnold.
45.
and
45.
Fuck.
Okay, you failed. You go, it's New York. Loud crashing
New York
noises all the
stuff.
time.
That's
Oh,
New
it's
York,
New York.
baby.
It's New
And
York.
you continue
Forget
anyway.
about it.
Nothing. Yep,
Forget
forget
about
about it. Forget about it. Nothing
Forget
happened. It always
about it.
happens.
Well, we
It
wanna get
always
in there.
happens.
We want to get inside anyways, right?
So you guys in the hallway heard the loud crash noise. What are you doing?
What direction was it?
Towards
It
the
was inside the
apartment.
room. Yeah,
Who's the biggest? Is anyone
Okay.
bigger than 15?
I think it was Arnold.
Well,
I'm 14.
and strength?
Yeah,
Size.
just
Size.
size.
Size, I'm 18.
He
You're
is
Arnold?
outside currently.
Yeah,
Okay. Who's the biggest person in here?
I'm one of the smallest. I'm the second smallest. So me.
Gotta bring size now.
Yeah, I'm size 14.
It looks like you are with 15.
Okay, other than me, who's the biggest person?
Pretty Boy Floyd, which is Arnold. He's
But
18.
yeah, but he's outside.
The biggest guy here. Damn it.
You are the biggest guy here.
Hey, maybe your new friend can help us.
Maybe, yeah, I'm gonna say to Vincent, because he's the next biggest.
Okay.
Hey, Vinny,
I have an idea.
why don't you go ahead and get this door open?
All right. I've been getting kind of bored anyway. Might as well. I move to examine the door. What is the door I'm looking at? Looking like it's just a regular looking door?
Looks like a
Does he have a-
regular wooden door. Got a lock on it. Yep. Go ahead.
Does he
It's
have
got a lock
welcome
on it?
mat?
Yes, it is. It's a exterior door to an apartment, so it does have a lock on it.
I'm gonna lift
Okay.
up the welcome mat.
Give me a luck roll, an extreme luck roll.
Oh shit!
So you have to do 1/5 of your total luck. No,
Spend
not
all of
1/5.
your luck points.
What type
Um,
of rolls am I doing here?
So luck roll, but it has to be a 1/5 or better of your luck. So your luck is 75. So it has to be 1/5 of 75. It has to be at least 18. We'll say 18. So you have to beat
18
an
or lower?
18 or lower. Right, that was anticlimactic. That is a 30. That is a 10.
36.
So
It's
we'll
worth
do
checking.
that's 30. You don't find anything.
Damn it.
Could I borrow some basic tools or from our counterparts in the form of knives and things and try to mechanically, like, shift the door?
I'd like to shoot the deadbolt.
I'm trying not to wake up the whole place.
Okay. Vincent pulls out his revolver and goes to shoot at the lock.
I am going to do this unless anyone has any faster or better ideas. Go.
He's gonna try to jimmy the door.
You got anything for doing that?
Okay, he steps in front of you to jimmy the door open.
Am I still climbing down this long like fire escape or something?
Well, you're pretty much inside. You're working your way up to the 14th floor.
All right.
Like,
Yeah,
I'm
he's
trying
14
to.
floors up, so he had to go down 14 floors.
No, you're almost there. It's like the second floor. You're almost
Trying to,
there.
like,
Do
using
I-
one of these guys' knives or something, leverage the door.
I do have a combat
Mechanism.
knife.
Yeah, without lockpicking, I'm trying to just like break the door enough to get in, but like quieter than.
Okay, so you want to try to force your way through the door with like trying to break the
attempting
lock.
Use mechanical repair.
So it
Not
wouldn't be
repair.
mechanical repair because that would be repairing something mechanical. This would be a strength check.
Okay.
Why does everything I touch fix?
So give me a strength check, which
I call him Repair and Reggie.
This is mechanical repair just for like tinkering stuff, like you're doing physical work.
I wouldn't
if I
say
tear
that would
my
be
sleeve?
breaking into a door.
Okay.
Whose baby is that?
My bad.
That's Pam.
Who else has a baby?
So I wouldn't say it's a mechanical repair. That would be more like machines.
Sleight of hand. It's for picking locks.
Yeah, let's do a sleight of hand.
Or locksmith. 'Cause there's a
I got nothing in that, so
Let's do a sleight.
So
Yeah,
Mr.
so-
Orville, I'm sorry, Mr. Oswald was trying
Yep.
to knife the lock
Yep.
as we all wait with anticipation.
Oh, I got an 86. This shit ain't happening.
Well, as he's trying to do that, I'm just gonna walk up behind him and kick the door open.
So whose knife did you borrow?
That would be Rusty's military combat knife.
Okay, and yours was a fail of 86. It's a crit fail.
Break the knife.
Better not break my knife.
You damaged the knife.
Oh, you damaged my.
There is a big
knife.
chunk missing out of the front of the blade.
Am I close enough so that
You
they're
are now
just-
coming upstairs. You see them fiddling
I
with
would
the
like-
door.
I would like to persuade you that it is now more tactical of a knife.
I now gently caress my knife while crying tears.
You owe him like $1.
He's upset, and his knife is now chipped.
It,
I will buy you another knife.
So let us take that additional +2 out of the damage of your knife.
Oh
You
shit! I'm sorry, dude.
Bastard.
Real
It's a good thing I
life
still have my rifle.
ramifications.
Yeah, it's a good thing I still have my rifle. Damn.
It is
So
not
rude.
forgiving, gentlemen. I told you
Shove
this
his
before we
rifle in
started.
there and try to jerry-rig it with the rifle this time.
What?
I asked what was that that noise back there?
Your
there's
mama.
noise.
I don't know. We heard it.
Rogue.
It sounded like it came from inside.
Mhm.
Hey, what happened? Why did she?
I have a question. Is
Okay.
the door inward or outward opening?
I don't know. Give me a intelligence roll.
Okay, I was
Well,
grabbing water, so 1 second.
Can
I'm
we
gonna
see the hinges?
wander back. Yeah, that's what I'm asking. If we can see the hinges.
No. You don't need
Okay,
an
so
intelligence roll for that. You just see at the door. I'm not going to make you do an intelligence. To
no visible.
There's no
Yeah,
hinges
an
visible.
eyesight check.
Hey, pretty boy, kick the door open.
Well then,
Or if not, we just push you through.
yeah. Okay. I'll. Well, I can lockpick it.
Jesus! I kicked the door open.
Oh,
Yeah,
Okay,
He attempts to kick the door.
Give me.
I can lockpick it before without breaking the door. Won't make any noise.
I mean,
Give me a
you got
str-
6 people yelling at each other in the hall.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm pretty
just-
sure he just got it because he got a 15.
Give me a. Just
so-
give me a percentile roll. Tell me what your score is in second. Hold on. Don't tell me what it is yet.
Wait. To me or?
Okay, tell me what your percentile is.
I rolled a 15.
Wow. Okay, crit success.
Yeah.
The door gives away a little bit.
I kick it again.
All right, give me another roll.
A critical success. And just gives it a little.
It's a big old wooden door.
There's 3 hinges on the door, man.
I rolled a 6 this time.
Wow, you guys are rolling really well. You kick the door another time, harder this time, and it cracks open just the slightest amount.
This
And you
is a
see
strong door.
a small
again?
amount of fog come out.
That- I'm,
Fire!
I'm not paying attention. I'm gonna kick it again.
Give me one last kick then.
All right, this time I rolled a. Is that a 93?
That's a 93. Do you want
my
to push
fucking
it?
ankle.
You want to push it? Because that's pretty
I'll
far.
push- I'll
it.
push the door. I'll push
Okay.
the door.
No, he's asking if I want to push my roll. I'm gonna push my roll.
Okay.
77.
okay.
Still a fail, I think, right?
Yep. So you kick the door a third time. You know, the third one, you kick it a little bit, kind of moves a bit, and you're like, you know what?
I'm gonna push. I'm gonna use
Really?
2 luck points.
Okay. You want to use 2 luck? Go ahead.
So I don't break my fucking ankle. I'm not allowed to. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I'm gonna use 2
Well,
luck.
what was the roll to beat?
75.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah, it's
assuming.
77.
Mm-hmm. So you spent 2 luck points to bring it down to 74, right?
75.
73. Oh yeah.
73.
Does it have to be? Does it
My
have
bad,
to be
my bad.
under
Don't listen to me.
75?
It has to be
You
under
have to
because
beat
he's
or
fighting
beat it.
brawling. He has to beat it.
Okay.
So
Oh,
50 and
so
25 is 75, so you have to get a score of 74 or lower.
All right.
Oh,
So you're using
so-
3 luck points.
So you
All right.
did you pushed it, right?
I pushed it. Yeah, and then I used.
You
luck
can't
points.
spend luck if you push.
Okay.
It's
never mind.
either or.
Okay.
So-
tell me the consequences then.
You kick the door again, and the door shuts.
That's
It
not how
throws
this
you
works.
back. It throws you back against the wall behind you, and you take 1d4 of damage.
All right, I'll do it. I'll kick the door down.
Roll me a d4 of damage.
There's somebody in there.
It's like what?
Doors don't just shut by themselves. There's something weird in there.
Someone needs to shoot the lock.
Okay,
Look,
I'm
it's
going
hinges.
to shoot the lock.
What is up with these things? Is
Enough
anybody-
of this shit. I'm going to shoot the lock. As soon as the other roll's done.
I don't know. Oh, you know what it is?
Is there more than
Like-
one? There?
Yeah.
Except for the what?
Oh, the
Silver
additive
leg.
load.
Yeah, one of the added loads I did. Oops.
Can you delete one of my character sheets, or just promote me so I can do it?
Yeah, I got.
That's what I was
Two.
gonna-
Yeah, let me just do a whole new added load here.
I'll do a regular load, not an additive load.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
One of the added loads I had, I think I loaded a different map
Mhm.
instead.
Do we need to be
The
blindfolded? Load up.
No, this one you don't. There's no. You're just in the hallway. I don't have a map for this.
Our
So
token.
it's a white hallway.
Yeah, the tokens are gone. Don't worry about it. We'll fix that later. So you're in a hallway, and you just kick the door, and you get thrown back. So it take 1d4 of damage.
Hey, sorry, Rogue. I'm paying attention to chat here. All of a sudden, the stream is skipping a lot. Is it just me?
Skipping how? I don't see any skipping. I don't have any notifications that it's having an issue.
I'm going to keep my volume on for the stream low so that if there's any audio interruptions, I'll hear it. But go on.
Okay. So how much damage did you end up taking?
I took one.
1 point of damage. Okay. So, Vincent, you want to shoot the lock? Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay. So pull out your revolver and roll me a firearm.
Okay, so let's 1 second here. It's one D100 and a D10.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta bring that 300-pound neighbor out here again.
23.
What is your firearm handgun? That is
50.
a 70 or 50 total, or did you add the 20 to it already?
It's just I didn't add the 20 to it.
Okay, so it's a total of 670. You have to be a total
Okay.
of 70. So what'd you roll?
I rolled a 23.
Cool. You shoot the lock, and it goes through and breaks the lock.
Perfect. I attempt to now push the door open.
The door doesn't move.
All right, I'll kick the door. I'm gonna kick
You
the door.
kick the door. Give me a brawl.
That would be. What do you need?
D100 and a D10. Yes.
Hey, pretty boy, what happened with the?
So
the
when you're
fire
messing
escape?
with your character sheets, it actually lags the server when more people mess with their character sheets. So try not to mess with your character sheets as much as you can. That's why I gave you the brain and the heart icons.
Ah,
Okay. I got a 42.
Okay, and your brawl is a 12 plus 25. Oof. So that's 35, 36, 37. And you got a 42. That's a fail.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you want to push it or spend luck? Or you don't have to do either. You can just choose not to kick it again.
I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna push it.
You're gonna push it, okay.
and thus the door killed the entire.
How?
What city are we?
You're currently in New York. You're like right outside New York. New York City.
I got a 48.
You got a 48.
Yeah.
You failed again. How are you guys standing in the hallway?
Well, I'm against the wall.
I'm currently standing
So
off the left-hand
here's-
side of the door with my pistol still drawn.
Here's the hallway. Here's the doorway that you guys are currently standing at.
Fuck out of the way! All
Here
this
is
cannon.
Arnold, and here is Knuckles.
I'm ready.
Knuckles would be against them. Yeah.
Wait, that's not the right picture. Get this crap out of here. I can't
Yeah.
delete things. Can I
Nobody
get one
has
of-
the regular pictures.
Can I get my icon thingy?
Let me
I don't
let
think
me
I
get
can
everybody
change-
else's.
I don't think I can change its size. Oh, I can. Oh, no, I can't. I'm not allowed to scale.
There's scaling
like-
and there's locking.
Rogue
There.
went in and changed all the permissions after we dicked around a bit too much in the pre-session.
Yeah,
last
yeah, I did.
That's what you get for fucking around.
And I don't think I did I save everybody's? No, I didn't. Shit, I should have. Okay, we're gonna
Let's just-
do.
Let's just get them back in real quick and then save.
Sorry, tokens.
Yeah, so we're just gonna take care of that real quick.
Well,
So I'm
anyway,
gonna-
something
so,
weird's going on here.
Arnold, you kicked the door and you critically failed this
Stop
time.
moving me.
I take 2 damage.
Roll me
Hey,
a
it's
1d4 and
Hey,
you
that's me.
got 2 damage.
Hey, that's me. Hey, that's me. Hey, that's me.
Knock it off.
It's your front and the back.
Your back and your front. They're both
1,
here.
2, 3, 4, 5. I need a total of 5. So 1. Just so the 60. That's 3, 4, 5. Okay.
Clap for Pam's makeup skills and photographing skills.
So
I thought she just beat you up.
No,
you get launched
you
back,
gave me a fake black eye.
Arnold,
That's great.
right in to Knuckles.
I roll for dodge. I'm trying to
You
dive out of the way.
are okay. It's gonna be an extreme. Okay, you guys need to really stop locking the shit. That's why I took your permissions away. Trying to do something
Who's
here.
locking?
Place your token, Delson, where you are on the map.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna say I'm over here somewhere.
Yeah, I tried to place my token and then someone moved it somewhere and then locked it and then moved it.
I'm over by the old lady's door that we closed on them. I'm still over.
Okay. So you get launched into Knuckles. There's your character, Pagan.
I don't know what I rolled, but it was a 90 something.
That's it's a fail. So you both take an additional 1d4 of damage. Not you, Arnold. Sorry, Knuckles. You take an additional 1d4 of damage. I have Joel. I need man.
I haven't noticed any
One.
further
Oh, one.
hitching on the stream, by the way.
Yep, it is a 1.
So you take an additional 1 damage.
Ow.
Okay, that's link is not gonna work. Open image, new tab. Here we go. And then who am I missing? Pretty Boy Floyd. There's Mr. Wright. Sorry about this, guys.
Oh, you're good.
It's all good. You gotta. It's not your fault. You gotta reset.
Yeah, it's Matt's fault.
There.
Yeah, Matt.
Gosh, so rude.
Can we just
Get
go back to the
down.
whole big pictures of me? I really liked that.
See, told you, self-absorbed. All right, so I'm gonna save these. Hold on, let it go.
Stop fucking with shit.
Save objects.
So we're all named Knuckles.
Oh yeah, they're all named Knuckles.
Well, it doesn't matter. Change.
It's okay.
You can change the names. You should be able to change the names.
Nope.
Was that
Nope.
contextual? I'm gonna turn it all back on. Do not spawn anything in. Do not. I'm leaving table flip off. There.
We can rename them now. Everyone rename your stuff.
Name your stuff.
Yeah, I renamed my thing. It's
Cool.
all right.
Cool.
Yep.
Like, okay, I'm giving you a small amount of power for a couple seconds. Don't abuse everything.
Exactly. This game is easy to ruin things.
Flip table.
Yeah, I didn't turn that back on for obvious reasons.
I'm hitting the F key and nothing's happening.
Well, shouldn't you be paying respects?
that is a why are you balanced on your head?
Because he's an acrobat.
We're not gonna worry about that for right now. So this is everybody's standing, right?
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, you got thrown back into Knuckles, and he took an additional 1 point of damage. Now, what would you guys like to do?
F. I want to go knock on the old lady's door to see if she has a key.
Interesting. Okay. So yeah, you knock on her door. She
Hey, her large son answers.
her very large son answers the door. What do you want?
Hey, I'm just trying to see if you guys got a key to what's this guy's house. I heard a scream in there. I heard a crash. Just want to check it out.
Yeah,
How the hell would
it's
I have
it's
a key to
apartment
his
14.
house? How the hell would I have a key to that?
Maybe you
I
watch
don't
his
know.
dog for him. He doesn't have a dog.
Well, he doesn't know that. He's a construction worker just coming to visit. He doesn't know that.
Ask him if he has any tools.
Hey, you got any tools to use to open this door?
What, look like I have any tools? And he looks up and he's just clothes, some groceries that he brought.
Covered with tools.
I would like to attempt to charm him into trying to throw his very large heft against the door to open it for us.
Ooh. Okay, what's your appearance? 9, not so great. Okay, give me a...
I also have 40 in charm, though.
Give me a charm at extreme disadvantage. Which means,
okay.
What are you at? 40? You're at 55,
What,
so
I'm
1/5 of
slightly
55.
below average, so I'm horrifyingly ugly.
No, this is a 6'3" man at almost 300 pounds. How are you going to charm him?
We already
So
pushed his
what do I
mom.
need to roll for? What am I beat? How am I beating this?
So 1/5 of your charm, which is 55.
Can I help him?
1/5 of 55, so 11.
Can I combine my intimidation with his charm and be like, yeah, help my friend out or I'll break your
Tag
fucking
team.
legs?
Good cop, bad cop.
Hey, thanks for the gift. Sure.
All right, well, I'll do my.
Do your roll. You're gonna have to be, we'll say a 10.
Okay, well, that completely didn't even go in the dice tower. But
You
came out
let
as
go, so that's 22. That's a fail.
yeah,
And you're gonna try to intimidate him into opening the door.
Yeah.
Give me a intimidation roll.
I failed. 78 out of 75.
Okay. Either of you can push it.
I'm not gonna.
I'm going to.
Yeah, okay. You're gonna really try to charm this man.
I am.
Please.
Wink, 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 wink.
See, our one female player isn't here today.
77.
That was even worse. Okay. not
He
happening.
punches you in the mouth
Oh,
okay.
no.
and closes
put-
the door.
He punched Pretty Boy?
No, he punched.
He punched
Why?
Vincent. Roll me a
Vincent.
1d4 of damage. I'm not gonna
Okay, one
go
second.
too crazy on
Alright.
damage here.
Knuckles doesn't like that. I'm gonna stop him from closing the door and I'm gonna beat his ass.
4 points of damage. He hits you pretty fucking hard. He's a big guy.
I see that happening. I kind of go where Vince is at. Sounds like,
He
hey,
you wanna mute your mic there,
Look,
Doe?
we're getting
Um,
sidetracked
push
from the
to
scary
talk.
door.
Thanks. He closes the door before any of you continue. He says, "Get out of here before I call the cops."
Oh shit.
Okay, yeah. He runs. Francis runs.
Oh shit! He
He gone.
succeeded on intimidation. All right, hey, pretty
gone.
boy, what happened with the fire escape? I was kind of half expecting you to open the door from the inside by now.
No, well, looked inside. There's a couple rooms. No one was in there. I didn't see anything suspicious. Only one room there was a person kind of just sitting, relaxing on this chair, listening to the radio. You know, but I wasn't too sure which room it was.
Ain't you never done a B&E before? You know what's easier than kicking a door in?
Breaking in the window, yes, but I can't go into a different room without knowing which room it is
No, just fucking pick one.
and hope for the best. Is that what you're
Look-
saying?
Yeah.
Look for the
Listen, you're only gonna get it wrong one time. You open the door from the inside, we figure out what room it is, and then we can figure out what room it needs to be.
Okay.
Sheesh, gotta do everything. See, this is why they hired us smart folk. Right, Orville?
I kind of just walk past them and just I'll remember that, kind of like Telltale game. Walk past and remember that.
Floyd will remember this.
Yeah,
Okay.
Floyd will
Okay.
remember.
Knuckles is turning out to be more of a cunt than I meant him to be. Sorry, guys.
Okay, so you're gonna go back outside?
Yeah, I'm gonna go back outside and go up the flight of stairs again.
I'm gonna
Okay.
go with him because we know the building. We know the room's not empty.
Okay. Sure. You guys go back outside and you climb the fire escape, and you're back at those 4 windows.
All right. I'm gonna go.
This is no correlation to length here, like placement, but we're just gonna draw. Yeah, we're not gonna do any correlation. Here's a window. Here's a window. Here's a window. And here's a window.
And 4 had a guy in there, right?
So
with
we're
the
gonna do
radio?
1, 2, 3, 4.
yeah, and one was super neat. I think 3 had the
You're not there, sir. I'm sorry.
no from what
I know, but you're
You
not
said.
currently next to where they are, and they're discussing under the windows.
okay.
All right. So
Well-
I explained to
hang on.
Knuckles.
I'm listening.
So window number 2. Well, I'm gonna go from numerical order. Number 1 was neat. No one's home. 2, no one's home, but it's kind of dirty. 3 is a vacant room, and 4, there's a person sitting on the chair listening to the radio right now.
Is there any furniture in room 3?
No, it's vacant.
Completely vacant. All right. Well, we know somebody's in there because they pushed the door shut. But there was also smoke coming out, so I'm gonna try to look for smoke.
And which window?
I'm gonna start at 1. I'm gonna work my way over.
Okay, yeah, no, no smoke.
I'm gonna look at 3.
No smoke.
Room 2.
No smoke.
Room 4.
Just a dude sitting there fucking smoking a cigarette, listening to
gonna
the
tap-
radio.
I'm gonna tap on the window.
Okay, you tap on the window, and the guy looks surprised and turns around and goes, "Oh!"
I just wave at him and try to look as non-threatening as I can.
He gives you a weird look and just stares at you for a minute.
I'm gonna wave him over to me.
He squints his eyes, and he grabs
Hey.
something off the side of his desk and puts it
Oh,
behind
shit,
his
he's-
back,
he's got a
and
fucking-
goes over to the window.
I put
You
my
can
hands
hear
up
him.
in a surrendering position.
He talks through the window. What do you want?
Hey, my sister lives in apartment 14, and I don't know which one it is. Can you help me out? Her boyfriend don't like me.
Your sister, what's her name?
Samantha.
I don't know no Samantha.
She lives in apartment 14. What apartment are you in?
I think you have the wrong apartment.
Yeah, I know. I'm
14
looking-
belongs to that Rigsby boy.
Oh, well, what apartment is this?
Why does it matter? You have the wrong apartment.
All right. I leave him. I leave.
Okay.
Broke into the wrong apartment.
All right. All right, pretty boy. I say we go into apartment 2 because it looks messy. Maybe somebody ransacked it looking for something.
That's what I
Like-
was thinking, but I didn't want to go in there and just go all haywire. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm gonna use my knife to try to pry the window open.
I can use something. I have a locksmith thing. So
Okay.
Yeah, so I can
You gonna try to
pry
locksmith
open.
it?
Yeah.
Okay. You don't even need to roll for this. You mess with the locksmith for a few minutes with your set, and you hear a click.
I got it.
Oh shit! You've done it!
Yeah.
Yeah! And I slam the window open.
You go to open the window and it doesn't budge.
Wow.
All right, so we both do
Rogue
it.
makes nothing work the campaign.
Hmm.
How about we
Look.
both lived it?
Well, hang on, Mr. Pretty Boy. I bought my glass breaker and I punched the window with my brass knuckles.
Okay. Roll me a fight brawl. And I'm not gonna tell you what the challenge rating is.
All right. Well, I have a skill
be
of
good, too.
75.
I don't think it's gonna go well. But...
I'm gonna slice my arm open. Is what's
Yeah,
going
you're
on.
gonna
I was going to say, welcome to 2d4 of falling glass damage.
67. So I won by 8.
You failed.
Okay.
You punched the
Well-
glass really hard. Do you want to push it?
No.
Okay. The challenge rating was 10.
Oh god.
Wow.
Um,
So we can't get into this apartment.
so
This
you
is-
you punched the door, and your brass knuckles just bounces right off the glass.
He's got that reinforced glass.
He's got
must
that
be hiding
baseball
something in
glass.
there.
I know
I
you
know New
can't.
Yorkers
Special
could,
glass. I can't get through it.
they could afford to put diamond up in their window panes instead of glass.
I know it doesn't look like it, but I actually punch real hard.
Uh huh. Uh huh.
No, I'm serious.
Uh-huh. Sure.
Well, hang on. Let me just I'm just gonna try. I'm just gonna test something. I'm gonna go punch window 1.
It shatters
All right.
immediately.
Something fucky's going on here.
Sure about that?
All right. Let's try to pry this window open together then.
All right. That's what I said. But you don't want to do it because you want
Oh,
to punch your fucking window.
Well, look at me.
I,
What's my fucking name, bro?
yeah, I don't give a shit about your name. Just saying you got to do this smart.
Listen, you be pretty. I'll be Knuckles. All right. We're gonna open the window.
All right.
How are you gonna try to open it?
Well, do you have like a pry bar or something?
I should have one because I'm.
Do you have a
headmaster.
pry bar in your gear and possessions?
No, I have a bat. Oh, he's my bat.
Well, no, because we're trying to lift the window.
Oh, fuck. It has
Let's
nails
just,
on it.
We'll just put the tips of our fingers under the windowsill and try to.
Both of you are gonna try to lift at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. Give me a percentile roll. I'm gonna.
Ooh! I rolled a 16. And what
Let me,
what do you need? I got 17 strength.
You got a 17 strength and you rolled a 16. What about you, Arnold?
I rolled a 67. No, 97 or 67. I can't tell. I want to say 67.
That's a 67.
Yeah, 67 strength. I got 9.
I'm gonna have to re-look on how rolling against basic stats work. I don't think it's like the same percentile thing that you would for skills.
Oh, shit.
Like, okay,
The
Rhythm
green
left.
machine. Would you mind
Who left?
putting your
rhythm.
your mic?
Oh,
Oh, Gararm?
Yeah, my bad.
What?
Thank you.
Did we lose somebody? Oh no.
lost
The
Rhythm.
Yeah, rhythm. Yeah.
rhythm. Okay, yeah. Let me get that back in here.
There you go.
We can't have no music.
Boy.
There we go. Okay. So you both stick your fingers under this window seal. And it starts moving. And as it opens, a very thin layer of fog starts coming out.
Keep pushing.
I'm trying.
It opens about a quarter of an inch, and you get full fingers up under there.
everything you got.
And the tips of your fingers almost feel like they're burning a little, like pokey, like they're being poked by very tiny needles.
Keep pushing. I'm gonna keep pulling on the window.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Just
get
hearing that really bad like recorder cover of the Harry Potter theme. You know, boo, 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 boo.
You slam the window open, and you hear a very loud screech, very unearthly screech. Yeah!
Oh, is this the wrong window?
Roll me
Sorry,
a sanity.
lady.
Roll me a sanity.
Okay.
You have to beat your sanity, so you have to beat a 40 and you have to beat a 45. You got a 2.
I got 25.
That's
I
a
rolled
double 0 and a
so
2,
that's
and
actually
you
a 2.
got 25. You both look at each other.
Fuck.
What the hell is that? I don't know what the fuck that was.
Sorry.
Huh?
That's weird.
I'm uncomfortable with this.
I don't like this.
That's really weird. I don't know what that was.
All right. Cover me while I get the door.
All right.
I climb in.
You make your way into the room.
First thing I do is look around thoroughly to make sure I'm looking for any potential threats, any people, any animals.
You
That's what I'm
walk
looking
in
for.
and you physically see nothing except a room laden with bottles.
Like empty glass bottles.
Empty glass bottles. Is it loaded for you?
Oh, sorry, I was looking.
I
at my
can see
character sheet.
everything, Jake.
You can?
Yeah.
Oh,
I know.
holy shit!
It is
Do I-
laden with glass bottles.
Do I see that?
I hop in
And
after.
you are
Oh, I'm worried.
you enter the room
Where's the window we came through?
right here. Tab.
All right, so I am going to look around for threats like I did, and then I'm going to carefully walk through the room, trying to be as quiet as I can, to the door. I'm going to unlock it and open it.
And I hop in from the inside. I look right here.
So you guys enter over here along this wall where Pretty Boy is currently, and you are met with a stench like no other fucking stench you have ever smelled.
It's all these fucking bottles.
You
Is it
smell
the
that?
s-
You
is it
smell
the
it,
s-
Knuckles?
Is it the smell of a dead body?
You look down and there is a body on the ground,
Knuckles would know that smell.
decayed.
Oof.
It looks maybe a month old.
That's disgusting. I've actually smelled that in real life. It's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, not
So-
I
bad.
want you both to roll me a sanity roll.
I'm gonna
God.
put a handkerchief over my mouth.
Roll me sanity.
Ooh, a 31.
48.
Okay, so Arnold, you pass. You've seen this shit before. You've killed people. Stench doesn't bother you. And Knuckles, on the other hand, you can't push on sanity checks, so you failed.
So what do I lose?
I want you to roll me 1d4 and tell me the number.
4.
You take 5 points of sanity damage. You were not expecting this. There is a body, and it is just absolutely disgusting.
All right.
And you have terror.
What's that do?
So,
When you perform a rest action, you cannot recover sanity. Roll 1 die. On a 4, 5, or 6, discard this card. Test some weird symbol. If you fail, flip this
as you see it, you are so terrified, and the smell hits you so hard, you jump right back out the window, and you run.
card. All right.
Oh my god.
Yoinks
I-
and away!
I
You
start
do
to climb
not
through the
want to be
window,
caught here.
And I immediately smell
go-
the dead body, and I turn around and go to the railing and just start vomiting over the edge of the railing, and I'm like, "Oh God, I can't.
I look at Knuckles.
And
What's
you
wrong?
you
Can't
you
handle the
leave.
stench?
Oh, that's
Poor
gross."
pigeons.
Pretty boy, you are still in the room, and there is a dead body on the ground, and it is decayed for about almost a month.
Can I? I'm gonna inspect the body. Can I look at it? Like, is it like? I don't know how bodies work after a month, so can I just check it?
It's bloated. There's some liquid around it, and it looks squishy and gross, and it is a stench that you cannot stand.
So just to give you guys a little perspective, dead bodies, they literally start to leak like this disgusting bile after a while. And after about a month, this thing would be dark and shriveled
Yeah,
and just
putrefaction will have started occurring by then.
in a pool of goo.
Yeah.
And the
'Cause of our
smell,
fan.
oh my God, the smell is
So
indescribable.
it is absolutely indescribable. You want to know how you didn't smell it outside?
So they
But
had the
you've
incense
seen-
going on.
You've seen
We're all just whispering
dead
behind the
bodies
door.
before.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone else outside the door is none the wiser to what's going on.
Nope.
What do you
Just
want to do?
patiently waiting.
I'm gonna open the door for them. I'm gonna go.
Okay. As you're walking through the room, you hear whispering. Like someone's watching you.
I don't make of it. I don't think of it right now because I can't understand it, so I don't pay attention to it.
Left the record player going.
You open the door, and everybody in the hallway is just standing there.
Welcome to my apartment.
Welcome to my crib.
He
Don't
opens the
mind the mess.
door, and I immediately start to get the smell because even though I'm like down the hall,
He opens the door for everybody, and surprisingly, in the hallway, you don't smell anything.
You guys
Well-
want to come in, or do you just want to stand outside and wait?
Where's the other guy?
Oh, Knuckles, he's
Oh God, that wasn't
he's
believable.
sightseeing.
He's sightseeing in New York.
Yes.
As you guys are standing there, you don't see the body. You don't see anything. You just see a room that's dirty, full of bottles, and you see Floyd. You don't see the body or anything, and you don't smell anything. So nothing gives you the presumption, since he hasn't told you, that there is a body inside.
Well, that's why I asked where the other guy was.
I told you, he's sightseeing.
He says, "Okay, well, we fought so hard to get in here. Let's just go in. What are we waiting for? Let's go."
I go in as well.
Before you come in, though, I gotta advise you that
As you walk in, as he's saying that, who just walked over the threshold?
Would have been me.
Pagan and
I'll
Delson
do it.
Yeah.
were the first ones. You are hit with the stench as well. I want you both to roll me a sanity, and anybody else that is going in, roll me a sanity.
So 100 and a D10 again.
100 and D10, you have to roll lower than your sanity.
Okay.
Oof.
Let's see here.
That would. Well, nobody's telling me why not
I got
to
a
go in
60
there,
and
so-
I have 80, so I passed.
Wow, I managed to roll a 99.
You crit failed.
Yes, I did.
Wow,
Wow, this is such a fun campaign.
you start
43,
throwing
I
up
made it.
convulsively, and you leave the room. And
Great.
I made
the
it
voices are talking to you. You hear voices, Pagan.
Fantastic.
Dad?
Did you fail, Joel?
43. Nope, I made it with a 43.
You passed. Delson, you passed.
Yeah, I passed with a 60.
Matt, did you enter the room?
I did not attempt to. No,
Okay. You just saw these fools mucking around and said, "Wait a minute."
shoving in. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not afraid of no dead body.
As you were standing out there, you see Vincent come out throwing up.
Ooh.
See,
Mouse.
told you it was sightseeing.
I'll offer him a breath mint.
Whoever's inside, get some tokens in there and where you want to be.
Alrighty. I go
Since
over.
I'm gonna be on the bed.
I go.
You want to be right there? Okay.
Can I go down and check his mailbox?
Sure. Yeah. It's gonna be a minute though. So, all right,
Yeah, I
cool.
gotta go down 14 flights of stairs.
No, you just it's the second floor. You don't have to go down 14 stories.
2 flights of stairs. Oh my god, so many.
I know. You're
Is there
old.
an
You got a
elevator in
cane.
this place?
No. You got to walk down some stairs.
It's not an airplane, man. You can't get
All
there
right.
that fast.
So we're gonna go into the room. What's everybody doing?
Well, first off, I'm gonna get on top of the bed, make sure it's jumpy.
I'm violently puking in the hallway.
Okay,
I'm
you're
go-
gonna check the room. You're jumping on the bed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna spot for hidden. Like,
What are you looking for?
What exactly are you doing?
I'm checking the body, seeing if there's anything unusual around the body.
Okay, Joel, what were you doing?
I'm going straight to the desk looking for notes on the dig site we're supposed to head to.
Okay, so Delson, roll me a spot hidden.
31. I needed 55, so I passed.
You
I got
see 6 gems on a strange circle drawn on the floor and a book next to it. Joel, roll me a spot hidden.
Spot hidden
This book has some stuff in it.
in things.
Stuff and things. This bottle.
Yep.
Fucking
Well,
thing.
that'll
You
never
want me to
happen
just-
again. Yeah, just keep roll it again.
And a paper.
A
In a
90.
strange language.
Oh my gosh, Arn.
Is it 9 or 6?
That's a 9. That's a 90, and that is a 0.
Yeah, which we can't have above 75 anyways. So.
Yeah, that's a fail. You don't see anything out of the ordinary. So maybe some school papers. Pretty dusty. That's about it.
I'd like
it's
to
30
attempt
over
to
my thing.
re-enter the room so I can actually do something.
Yeah, you can go ahead and re-enter the room.
Okay, perfect. Am I going to immediately have to check to make sure I vomit again?
Nope, but you still hear some slight whispering.
Okay, well, spooky, but you know, it's just another day in the office, right? I would like to look at the spooky magic circle and attempt to figure out whether or not it is of occult origin.
Okay, so yeah, you go over to the circle that's oddly drawn on the floor, and some candles, some rocks. It looks like what looks like gems and a book. Roll me occult.
Okay, so my skill is set. It's at. Let's see, where's my occult here? I think it's 40. So what am I supposed to be rolling against? 40?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
As he's doing that, I'm gonna go check the closet, see if I can find anything.
Okay, yeah.
All right. I
hold
rolled
on.
a 7.
Okay, yeah, you it's a magic circle. It's shit people would used to draw for what looks to be like summoning.
So I'm able to determine that it is some sort of occult
It's a
summoning
summoning.
circle.
It's an occult summoning circle.
Perfect. I'd like to share this with everybody. Hey, I know I'm a bit stupid looking, but I used to read these funny books when I was a kid, and it looks like something I saw once. I think this is some kind of summoning circle, guys.
Huh. Don't
I'm
know
gonna-
what that is, but
I'm gonna go ahead. Sorry.
don't know what that is, but I'll take your word for it.
It's like someone making a door to another place with some rocks and some chalk. It's kind of weird.
Okay.
I'm gonna approach the window, and I have,
Mm-hmm.
with my left hand, I'm covering my mouth and nose with a handkerchief,
Okay.
and with my right hand, I'm leaning on the windowsill, and I'm gonna try to look closely at the body on the floor and see how it died, any injuries or positioning, things like that.
Sure. Yeah, you walk back in. You're covering your mouth with a handkerchief. It's not really helping, but kind of is a little bit. You think it is a little bit of a placebo effect. The closer you look at the body, give me a spot hidden.
Do you want me to roll too? When I
As he's rolling that, yeah. No, you don't need to roll for that. You open the dresser and there's clothes in it.
any like particular clothes, like
Nope.
missing or something?
Nope. Just some jackets, some coats, a couple shoe boxes, maybe a hat or two. Nothing unusual. Just a closet.
I rolled a 2.
Rolled a 2. Okay. Even though the body is really disgusting and well past its expiration date for any kind of evidence, you see some evidence of bite marks.
What kind of bite marks? Like human?
These bite marks are unlike anything you have ever seen.
See, I knew we had a dog.
Where's he bitten? Is he all
Give
over?
me
or
a
is it-
medicine check.
Okay. Medicine. I don't have any skill in medicine.
You take the rid of them. So 1%.
I rolled a 3.
Nice.
You could
Nice.
push. You could.
You had to beat a 1,
Mm-hmm.
so you can use 2 points of luck or push it, but it really doesn't. It's up to you.
No, I'm not gonna.
Okay. Just looks like he got bit somewhere. Like his whole. It's pretty hard to tell, but there's some marks on the chest area of what looks to be used to be bite marks.
Hey, where's Mr. Wright?
I don't know shit, dude. Don't even bother.
Going to
Okay,
Mr. Wright. Hold on. Going to Mr. Wright. You walk downstairs and you check his mailbox.
Sweet.
It's unlocked, and it's
Easy.
full of papers.
Ooh, I like paper.
These
That's all I wanted. Leave.
these papers are just
Who needs jewels?
newspapers, some letters for one of them's a letter for the doctor's presumed funeral, some letters from his mother, presumed mother. It's a lady's name with a last name. Maybe it's a sister.
Bill. Bill.
Couple bills, all dated for this last month.
Ooh. Okay.
Hey, grab the stones. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, we came in for jewels, didn't we?
Ooh. Can I appraise them to see if I know if they're of anything of worth, or is it pretty obvious?
Well, that's a diamond the size of my fucking head.
You look down at these jewels, and let's see who's reaching down to grab the jewels.
Uh-oh.
Well, I was just examining them, so I'm close, but I'm not actively grabbing for them.
Okay, they look like diamonds, sapphires, emeralds. They look like fancy jewels.
Oh, so there's no need to actually appraise them.
No, they just look like big jewels.
I would like to occult check the jewels to make sure, with whatever means I have available, that touching them won't curse me if I have that available.
Sure,
Is my
give me an occult check.
Sure, all right. Beating 40 again.
Mm-hmm.
Can I check this chest?
Yeah, you check the chest and there's nothing in it.
Rogue, are these posters actually on the walls here?
Ooh,
Mhm.
76. Ain't happening.
You judge that, yeah, they're fucking jewels and they're on the ground. Might as well grab it, huh?
I don't know if I'm gonna go that far. I just wanted to look at them.
What's
they
that book
look
say?
just like jewels.
Poke them with a stick.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Rusty, what's that book?
I don't know. I don't know anything about the occult, so I just know it's a book with weird writing in it.
Okay.
Do you want to?
You,
should we take the book?
Look at the book, and the bigger book is up on the table here, under your pictures, and it's got strange drawings, some squiggling in it. It's weird languages you've never seen, horrific drawings in it as well. And as you look around, you see some of these drawings are drawn on large posters on the wall of his apartment.
Guy's a fucking kook.
You know, I know that's not racist, but it sounds vaguely racist.
I said he's a kook, not a spook.
That's not, I didn't say that either. I'm just saying I know it's not a slur, but it sounds like one.
Why is this guy named Knuckles? Who is this right here?
What?
It's racist against Ugandans. Okay.
Okay.
I'd like to examine the book further. I guess. Can I flip through it or?
Sure. You pick
Alright.
up the book, and here you go.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
You know, I was expecting it.
Hold on.
And a
Okay,
check
sorry.
came out of
Is
nowhere.
this the page that I'm looking
There
at?
you go. You open the book, and then to this page. There you go. There's the book.
Okay.
You have it in your
My
hand.
page hasn't visibly changed.
You can search, right click it and click search, and you can see
Okay.
all the little files in it, and you can pull them out one
Okay.
by one, look at them.
So I'm seeing page 5 here.
You're seeing any of the pages that are in there.
Okay, I'm just seeing the
Pull
one
'em-
page.
you
that
pull 'em
looks
out.
Like...
Pull 'em
Okay.
out.
I'm trying, but the book keeps moving. There we go.
There we go. What's this thing?
It appears to be some sort of
You have to get out of the.
squid-faced man creature.
There you go.
It's a man bear pig.
We were all thinking it.
As you're pulling these out, you're flipping the pages. These
Okay.
drawings are getting horrific.
Click
You've
to edit.
never
Oh
seen.
no.
You've never seen drawings like these in your life.
Oh dear.
I used to draw stuff like this. My mom said I was borderline artistic.
Artistic.
You see,
Artistic
some
art.
of these drawings are the
Emotionally
same.
artistic.
Are on his wall.
Okay. These are quite perturbing, gentlemen. I think we should hold on to this book.
Yeah, can we just grab the gems and get out of here?
Yeah, I want to attempt to track to see if there's any footprints leaving other than ours.
Sure. Roll me a nature. I think. Let's see. No, roll me a natural. Roll me a survival. Roll me a survival.
All right.
Here, you can unlock that, and then you can either shrink it, or I can put it back on my desk, and then you can take it whenever you need.
I got a 65.
Let's just keep it on your desk for now.
Okay.
You have a little bit more space.
Yeah, Jake, I think I failed. I got a 65.
No, it doesn't look like there's any footprints. It's a wood floor. No blood tracking. No nothing. It just looks like a floor. Pretty messy floor.
Has anyone checked the closet yet?
I did. There's nothing
Okay.
in there.
I
Just plain
tried
clothes.
checking the desk for like news on the site we're supposed to potentially go to, but I rolled shit and can't find anything but ramblings.
Has anyone attempted? I'd like to check to see if the posters that are on the wall are firmly affixed, or if there might be maybe something behind them.
Sure.
And I'll
You go
check the
up and
desk.
you. Okay, you go up and grab the posters, and they're just pretty much hung up there like an art. Looks like
Okay, so
nothing
there's no
behind
weird
them,
hidden
just wall.
passage.
Nope, just a
Okay.
wall. Just some
Can
weird
I-
old drawings.
Rogue,
Yes.
I'd like to. Can you give us just a rundown of anything of interest in the room worth looking at?
Sure. Give me as you can see, there's a bunch of bottles laying around. Alcohol, some hard liquor, some beer. Which it's a height of prohibition, so you wonder where this guy got all this fucking booze. But you see all the strange drawings on the wall. You see the dead body. You see some strange drawing on the bed. The book, of course, the strange magic circle, and the stones that are on the magic circle.
I'm gonna strip the bed. Pillowcases, sheets. I'm gonna look between the mattresses. I'm gonna look underneath the bed.
Can I look at the bottles to see if they're actual alcohol or are they like used differently? Like, could
hang
be
on.
like tonics.
Hold on.
Step at a
Yep.
time.
So you strip the bed, and it's plain. It's just the bed. There's nothing unusual. Doesn't look
Just
like it's been slept in for a long time. It looks like it
Just
really
the
hasn't been
poster here?
disturbed. Just the poster on top. Looks like it hasn't been
Alright.
disturbed in a while.
Alright, I attempt to grab the stones.
Okay. Arnold, you said you wanted to look at the desk again?
Yeah, I'll look at the desk.
Yeah, he's gonna help me look.
Okay. Roll me a spot hidden.
Okay. $12.
You find some papers on the desk that looks like it's scribbled on there, and the scribbling you can't understand a couple of the words on that paper. Most of it's not in English, but the
Must be
things that
Italian.
are in English,
it's upside down.
you see eyes. Follow. Eyes. Watching. Eyes. Watching. Watching. Eyes.
Hands.
Okay.
Touching hands.
I show this. Who's this to my? I want to say it's Orville, or he's outside.
He's getting the mail.
Okay. Then who is to my left?
I'm not gonna steal it. I'm not a freaking
Criminal.
criminal.
Just
Right.
gonna open it up,
That's
look at it, and put it back.
That's a felony, you know.
Maltempered.
It's Theodore to your left.
Oh, Theodore. And then I'll show this to Theodore. Like, hey, look, Theodore.
Reginald. Yeah. Yes.
I saw these couple papers have some type of repetitive words. And
Yes,
I
this is-
show him like it says eyes will follow, and
Wait,
a bunch
is
of
this
scribblings.
Knuckles?
No, he's talking to me. Reginald.
And it's Knuckles here. This guy here is spinning.
Oh, did it not rename properly? The picture's right though. Yeah, he seems quite disturbed, as this room seems to dictate.
Bit of a drum.
Do I recognize any of the other words? Maybe.
Maybe they're in English.
No,
You know,
it's just the same eyes. Follow eyes.
you
Watching
said there was
eyes.
a couple of
Watching.
words that he
They
didn't
aren't in
understand.
English. They're just straight up not in English. They're just squiggles,
They're just random.
random
Not-
squiggly lines.
Not like I could be like, oh, well, this is German or whatever because
No,
I was
not
in a
even-
war and I've seen
It's
it.
it's not
It's
even
not
a
even
language
language.
you've ever seen.
Okay.
It's just squiggle lines.
I would like to pick
Eyes.
up the jewels and put them in the pocket of my trench coat.
So, both of Rusty Shackleford and Vincent go to reach for the jewels. And as you reach for the jewels, place dark.
Oh shit.
Night.
The candles go out.
Bow, bow, bow.
Hey, who turned out the lights already?
The jewels
I'm walking here.
disappear.
Oh shit.
Oh dear.
Uh-oh.
And out of the black, both of you feel hands, cold as ice, grab onto you. Roll
Who's
me,
grabbing on my butt?
nope,
both of you
nope,
roll me
nope.
a sanity.
Okay.
Ring.
Perfect.
As long as
I
it's not
got a
that screeching
58.
lady again.
Okay, you passed.
Let's see. I gotta beat a. Yeah, I passed 23.
Okay. You both pull back, and the arms let go, and the lights come on.
Well, that was weird.
Did any of us see that, or just those two?
Just those two.
Knuckles
Everybody
pants are
else in the room just saw the lights go out for a split second and then come back on. And Delson, you have a red jewel in your hand. A ruby.
Ooh, I like the ruby.
Well. And Vincent, you have been blindfolded. Have a emerald in your hand.
Oh, I was never blindfolded. Was I supposed to be?
No, I hit blindfold, so I blindfolded
Okay.
myself.
So I have an emerald now.
You have an emerald, and Rusty has a ruby.
I
And
guess,
all the other jewels are gone.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit!
Who the fuck took the diamond?
I want everybody to roll me a listen.
Okay. What was my listen stat supposed to be? I'm looking for this.
It's in the third row. It's the third one from the top.
Third one.
You have
Okay,
20.
so-
You have to beat
Yeah.
a 20.
I have to
I
beat a
failed.
20.
20 or less.
I got like 70. I bet.
I have to beat a 20. Oh shit.
73. I ain't listening to shit.
So I also rolled a 73.
I rolled a 20. Exactly.
49. I didn't hear
Who-
shit.
Who passed?
I want to say.
I think just Pretty Boy right now.
Yeah,
Okay.
Pretty boy got 20.
Pretty boy passed. Okay. Everybody else.
Am I? Hold on. Am I rolling since I'm not even near these guys?
No.
That one? Okay. I was gonna say like I don't really.
Not
think I
yet. No. You hear, Arnold, what sounds like bare feet running
And bear pig.
on the floor behind you.
What kind of bear? Like barren?
Bare feet, like no shoes, no socks.
Okay.
Ah, there's a bear in here.
yeah.
I'm sure.
Oh my God! There's a bear.
And with that sound of feet, you hear scratching with it.
It is a bear.
I asked the guys. Do you guys hear that? Do you guys hear some scratching?
No.
No, I don't hear anything weird.
Probably rats.
Yep.
City's full of them.
It is New York.
Yeah, it's obviously a well-kept room.
Pagan, you don't hear the whispers anymore.
Oh, hooray! I'm so pleased.
As you are walking back to the room, Matt. Are you walking back to the room?
Sure.
Or are you still sitting by the mail?
No, I got what I wanted.
Okay, so you're heading back to the room. And as you're walking in the hallway, you smell the stench of death in the hallway.
Ew. Gross.
You hear people outside. Oh, what is that? Someone died? People in the building are now yelling and complaining about an awful stench.
All right, time to leave.
I escaped through the fire escape.
Hey,
Yeah, walk
everybody, out the window! I'm gonna lock this photo bucket behind us.
Sure.
You get towards the door, Matt, and you see the door slam shut and lock.
Wait, which door?
The door to the apartment.
Apartment 14.
Oh shit.
Apartment 14.
He just told us to leave, right?
All right, I'll head to the fire escape and start climbing down to the street.
Yeah, I
I
just
would've liked to
advised
go-
everyone to leave.
I would have liked to go through the door before they closed it and like exit normally, like a civilized person on stairs.
No, when someone got to the door, it slammed by itself. I didn't slam it
Oh.
shut.
I thought you meant you slammed it shut.
No.
No, it slammed shut.
I would like to open the door.
It won't open.
How about the window?
Window's still open right now.
All right, I'm going out the window.
Yeah, I went to the window.
Yeah, I'll
Same.
follow suit, seeing that everybody's getting out faster that way.
Who is the last one in the line? Who is the closest to the door?
Probably me, because I was
Uh,
trying to open it. So
Okay. You feel a breath on your neck, like someone's behind you.
What the devil?
What do you do?
I'm gonna spin around and point my revolver at whatever might be there.
Out of the corner of your eye,
Phobia, isn't it?
you thought you saw a shadow behind you. But as you turn around, it's no longer there. Roll me a sanity.
Jeez. Sanity sucks to begin with.
Ba, 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 ba.
6. You pass.
Oh, it's double
yeah.
0. 6. Yeah. We're good.
You're fine.
I'm just gonna take a deep breath, stow the revolver, and then head out the window.
All right. As you are the last one out the window, a gust of air almost pushes you out the window. And you get pushed over onto the railing into the other gentleman. The window slams shut. And you can't see inside the room anymore through the glass.
What do we see?
Absolutely nothing.
Are you sure there was no one in there with us? Could have sworn I heard somebody breathing.
I did see some
I just
hands
got-
when I tried
I
to.
just got shoved out the window.
Who wants to try to look in the window, or what are you guys doing? You gonna run?
I'm gonna. As
I'm
soon
gonna
as I-
run down.
Yeah, something
Okay.
funky's going on. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Okay. 2 running
Oh,
away.
I don't fuck with that shit. That's weird.
Yeah, I'm on team no more spooky voices in my head, so let's get out of here.
Yeah, 3 running away.
out.
4 running
out.
away.
All right, we're running to the car.
Yeah, I'm gonna at least. I'm not gonna necessarily run, but I'm gonna make my way to the front of the building.
I'm gonna briskly move.
Yeah, we're definitely moving briskly.
Okay. Yeah, you guys make it through.
'Cause we kind of did
Rusty,
just steal stuff, so if there's somebody in there, then it's like, oh well, fuck.
Rusty, as you walk past the window, you don't see anybody's reflections.
We're all vampires.
Oh my god, we all died in there.
We never left the room.
Matt, what are you up to, Matt? The door just slammed shut,
I thought we
And,
were getting out because this place smelled bad.
and
I don't need
so
none of that shit in my
you
life.
just fucking you're bailing.
Yeah, I'm leaving.
Cool. All right. So yeah, you guys all convene downstairs to the car, and you see people coming out of the building, just complaining and yelling about the smell of what the hell is going on.
Mr.
You hear
Wright, come
someone
on, get in the
calling-
car.
People call the police. Oh God, someone died.
You're awfully well informed for having not been in the room.
Some people can tell.
I mean, it is a very distinct smell.
She is an old lady. She's probably been around death quite a bit, you know? She's probably on her 3rd husband.
Let's get out of here.
So
She's
people are
halfway to death
panicking.
anyways.
You all get
Yeah.
in the car. Where are you headed to?
Let's head back to.
To a coffee shop.
I said we head back to the,
Should we
to the
just
other
go
chick's
around
house.
the corner and then talk about what we've found and see if anybody, because we're all kind of looking separately, so we need to converse on what
We don't really have like a home base, so
Let's drive back towards Riggleman's Manor, and we'll talk in the car.
Or
All
just,
right.
like move a couple
Works for
streets
me.
and talk between.
And
pull into a
that
7-Eleven.
is where we are going to end tonight.
Ah!